Greetings, adzentures, g'day, and welcome in. Hope everyone's having a good day today. Guys, if you don't know already, our 1 month our 1 month Ravenous merch has been released. So go check out Twitter for that as well if you want to purchase either a voice pack or a acrylic standee, a keychain, a acrylic panel. All those kind of things, guys, are available now. But welcome in, guys. Welcome. Congrats on the 1 month anniversary. Thank you. I appreciate it. Once again, if you're new here, OVO's in chat. If you're a bit shy about commenting, you can do a happy 1 month, or you can do an OVO in chat as well. The VP. I'm sure you guys love the VP, right? Who in chat has listened to the voice packs already, guys? Congrats on the 1 month, and thanks for the VP. Also, here's a durian. How dare you? How dare you bring durian to this sacred ground? Aw, look at the Onimaru. You guys must have enjoyed the VP so much. The VP was something that we don't love the VP. What? You guys didn't like the VP? After all that time I spent on it, writing my own lines, thinking of something for you guys. I can't believe it. You didn't like all my hard work? Is that it? I can't believe it, guys. Alright. Once again, guys, if you don't already know, here we go. Let me pop this up on the screen as well. But we do have my 1 month anniversary, and I guess today technically is exactly 1 month since we we do have the Ravenous 1 month collab tomorrow morning. But today kind of marks 1 month since our debut, guys. It's kind of crazy. But yes, so we have our 1 month anniversary voice and goods. So we have the acrylic stand, acrylic logo keychain. We have got the acrylic panel. You can get the full goods set. And you can also get the voice pack. The voice pack is 3 different lines. We have a phone call. We've got a ringtone, which is more like an alarm. And we have a secret one, which you guys seem to have loved, right? Everyone loved the secret one. You guys like the secret voice line, the secret voice pack? Yes, I'm seeing a lot of yeses. All of the yeses. Yeah, sure. What is this? I tried so hard for those voice lines, and you're just giving me the Onimaru, guys. I love it. How do you listen to the pack? When you buy the voice pack, it should bring you to a digital download page where you can download the different voice lines. Then I'm pretty sure they should be like MP3s. Is the yes in the room with us? You did great. Wow. I'm kind of afraid to buy. You deserve this, Onimaru. I don't get it, guys. Adzentures are so funny. I know. I don't know why they seem so mad about such a nice voice pack. I mean, look, I feel like for the most part it was kind of cute, right? You're just so evil. I mean, the first one was kind of cute, right? The phone call one. It really gave you but no, that's our happy face. You said nice because you're not. I mean, the first one is pretty nice. Second one is a good alarm. The third one, the secret one, you're never gonna go on an adventure again after the voice pack. It's cute. Wait, guys, come on. At least the first one was kind of cute, right? Right? At least. Give us nothing with the secret one. We're not talking about the secret one. Don't worry about that one, guys. We're talking about the first one. The first one, the phone call one, okay? Let's talk about that one, guys. When will you be nice to us? To be this nice to us, as in the VP? See, there we go. Somebody thought that the Flamin, thank you so Flamin, thank you so much for that. But see, I assume if I read that correctly, when will you be this nice to us, as in the voice pack? Which means I was nice in the voice pack, guys. Right? You guys enjoyed the first one. Okay, the core one was cute. There we go. There we go. Finally, some truth. 2 out of 3. You know what? 2 out of 3 is the majority, right? The first one was cute. The second one makes a good alarm. It was still kind of cute, I think, for the second one. What were you expecting for the third one, huh, guys? Huh, adzentures, what were you expecting for the third one? First 2 are cute. The alarm is great. The third one, hilarious. What the secret we were expecting that when we get back from adventure safely. Anything but that. It should be 3 out of 3. I shouldn't be. The third one made me crave violence. It isn't even that bad. Why? Guys, adzentures, you're gaslighting all the people who haven't listened to it yet. They're gonna think you're talking about something completely different, you know. The third one let us on like, bro. It's not that exactly. Felt like punching the air with the third one. What were you expecting, huh? What were you expecting for the third one? They should buy them. I reached for the... Well, you know, that's the first voice pack, guys. Who knows? We will see where it goes with future voice packs as well. But, you know, waiting for a reward from the third one? I don't think there was any reward promised. Your birthday is in 5 hours and 58 minutes. Ooh, well, happy birthday for, I guess, tomorrow for you. Why do I feel like the third one had some gaslights? I wouldn't really consider the third one gaslighting, right? It's just kind of a misdirection. The third one got me like, oh my god, bro. It's the same thing. Guys, gaslighting Altus would never happen. Exactly. There we go, Manic. You tell them. Gonna play the third one before starting work. My poor co-workers. There, you admitted it yourself? No, I was just reading someone's message, okay? I was, Alright, but today, we are here today. We are here today to for a Zatsu, guys. You know, most Zatsus are normally on Sundays, but you know what? This is a special Zatsu because we're gonna do a Japan recap. I will be recounting my stories, telling the stories of when I was in Japan and what happened each day. So that should be a bunch of fun. I just out loud listen to the third one. Look, I can't give you everything at the start, okay, guys? You can't just get everything at once, you know? We've only known each other for a month. We gotta take this slow, guys, okay? I don't know about you guys, but you know, I've got thousands of years ahead of me. We can't just speed things through. Nothing chaotic happened in Japan though, right? Yes, nothing chaotic happened at all. But also, you know, it is the Ravenous 1 month, but at the same time, it is also my 1 month, which means it's also your 1 month. 1 month of being with the adzentures as well. And, you know, thank you all for sticking around and being here. I do appreciate of the adzentures always popping by. But happy 1 month to you guys as well. I guess we should celebrate that too, because you know, the adzentures have been around for 1 month as well. So congratulations for you for the adventure 1 month. Yeah, why is time getting so fast? Good question. Why is time getting so fast? In terms of, I know that today Nayu did his membership stream. But in terms of when we're gonna do our membership stream, I think I'm planning to do the membership stream end of next week. So not exactly right now, but maybe on the 29th. I think maybe on the 29th of December is going to be when we have our membership stream. So there we go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Dark Overlords have said it was okay as well for that membership stream. So now you know, 29th JST, or it'd be 28th PST, I guess. I think. Or something around there. Something around there. Any hints? Oh, what am... Okay, so for the membership stream, guys. For the membership stream. Oh, I guess it's not the membership stream, it's a membership celebration stream. I can tell you, it's something we've never done before. It's not karaoke, unfortunately. I think in January we'll definitely do karaoke, so that should come a few weeks after. We'll definitely do a karaoke soon, guys. But it is going to be something we've never done before. I can't tell you any more than that. But another hand cam, I mean, no. The hand cams you will get on Sunday. You will be getting a Pokemon card opening stream. And sometime the week after, I'll do a bacon stream. Oh, I think that should be on the 26th JST. So it should actually be on Christmas for PST. But I will do a bacon stream. I will be baking Christmas cookies in the shape of adzentures. I'll decorate them. So thankfully for that stream as well, guys. For the bacon one, I did manage to... My friends are actually going to be... I can borrow their kitchen. My kitchen doesn't have any air conditioning. My room doesn't have any air conditioning. But thankfully some of my close friends, they're going out for that night, celebrating. So I will be able to use their kitchen with their AC for the bacon stream, so everything won't melt. The only thing is I'll be taking, so I'll be puppy sitting again. I'll be dog sitting. But so if you hear any barks or like, you know, little dogs running around, I think there should only be one dog, but you know. we might have a special guest. We might have a dog joining us. But at least we get to set up in a nice kitchen, and it's gonna be air conditioned so that all the cookies and the royal icing and everything isn't going to melt. So yeah, that should be a lot of fun. Finally, AC for our Oni, yes. Even though I'm borrowing my friend's AC, you know, it should be good. It should be I'm definitely looking forward to that because I wasn't looking forward to trying to bake in like 30-something degree weather. What were you gonna bake? Christmas cookies. I think it's called Christmas cookies. Let me just check. Yeah, they're called Christmas cookies. I guess if you search up Christmas cookies, you can kind of see what they are as well. Yeah, we'll make some in the shape of Onimaru, some in the shape of adzentures, that kind of thing. It's gonna be super cute, guys. Imagine making Onimaru cookies. Yeah, it's kind of like gingerbread ones, but I think they're not really gingerbread, but should be a lot of fun, and they should be super cute. So it'll be for JST time zone, for like Asia time zone, it's going to be on Boxing Day or the 26th of December, but for PST time zone, I think it might be Christmas. All I know is it should be on 26th for the Down Underworld. So yeah, but should be a lot of fun. I will be streaming pretty much every day next week, guys. Once again, I'm a lonely Oni, so you know, I'm not doing anything next week. I'm not doing anything next week. I'm literally gonna be streaming every day next week, guys. I'm pretty sure I kind of have my schedule for next week as well. So you know, Monday, Tuesday, yeah, I'm streaming every single day. So Sunday will be our membership opening. You know, when I show you the schedule, I think some of you might be excited about that. We will see how it goes, guys. What do you mean lonely? We're here. Okay, I'm not lonely because the adzentures are here. Is that what you wanted to hear? But yeah, next week we will be streaming every single day. So yeah. That should be a lot of fun, guys. Okay, another thing before I start my story time for Japan is in terms of yesterday, once again, thank you so much. Thank you so much for everyone who sent in a super for the Adzentra monetization art stream. But looking at it, I had a count. I counted all of the ones we have to do, because we completed 40 sketches yesterday, right? And it took us like 6 hours or something. Guess how many more we have to go, guys? Because you guys went a bit crazy, which I do appreciate, by the way. Honestly, I'm very grateful that, you know, I have so much support. But yeah, we have 80 more, guys. Actually, you guys were... A lot of you guys guessed right. We have 80 more. I mean, I think it's a little bit more than 80, but pretty much 80 more. And if it took us 6 hours to do 40, what I might do instead, because I know you guys want me to draw it on stream, but because we have so many and it's gonna take us, if I streamed everything, it's gonna take us just 12 more hours alone to finish just the sketches. What I was thinking of is, you know, next week I'll do an art stream sometime. I think most probably next Tuesday on the 24th, Christmas Eve, I might do an art stream. So what I might do is I'll try finish all of the sketches offline. You know, I'll just go through and read all the supers and do all the sketches. And then on our art stream, I will show you all of the sketches I've done, and we'll like properly do all of the line art for all of them. And that way, you know, if you guys want any small changes or anything, we can do it when we're doing the proper clean line art. Otherwise, to finish everything, it's gonna literally take us, I don't know, like 24 hours of streaming or more just to finish everything. So yeah, I think just so that you guys can see the progress and we don't take until like halfway through next year to finish it, I I might try do the sketches, and then next art stream will be kind of like a Zatsu stream where I just we'll take our time and do the line art of everything. I might reposition some people, some places, just to make it more aesthetic and everything. But yeah, I think that's what we might do, just so that you guys can see a bit more interesting content as well. Yeah, and I feel like, honestly, once all of these sketches are done, the line art might be a bit easier. It might be a bit faster because I'm just kind of like making things look nice and clean. But I don't have to do the creative side, because sometimes the creative side is what takes longer. But I do want to finish it on stream, so I will do this. I'll try to do the sketches offline, and then I'll do the proper line art and the color with you guys next week, if that's okay. Just because there is a lot of you guys. I kind of underestimated the how strong the adzentures were. Okay, you guys might be a bit stronger than I thought. When you guys you know, when you guys team together, you guys are pretty strong. I'll give you that much. A big adzenture family. That's very true. Alright. It's called the power of friendship. Okay, you know what? Maybe the power of friendship is actually a thing, guys. You know, after yesterday, I kind of believe it, you know. I believe it a little bit. That it might actually be a thing, because that was a pretty strong hit yesterday. Are you scared about power of friendship? Not... I don't know. We'll see. Maybe a little scared. But, you know, maybe that's a one-off thing. I'm not sure. We'll see how strong this power gets. Yes, adzentures are strong and big, for real, for real. Alright, don't get ahead of yourselves, guys. I said you were strong. I said you were strong. I didn't say anything else. Don't... Alright. He's trying hard to avoid the T word. See, look at me, avoiding the T word. How nice am I? I am a generous Oni. The adzentures are so tall. Alright. They say the Lulu is the Lulu. That might apply to you guys. Anyway, guys, how are we gonna do this? Okay, we are going to... Okay. Let's start with, I'm gonna look at my calendar so that I can kind of recount what I did every day. But let's start our Japan recap, guys. Here's the Japan recap. Alright, so... You think free supers will make him blush? There's no such thing as free supers, guys. There's no such thing as a free super. Don't listen to them. Alright. Anyway. So. Let's rewind about a week ago. A little more than a week ago. Okay, so. Actually, my flight was on a Sunday night. So we had Roscoe's 3D. I think, yeah, I was in the pre-party for Roscoe's 3D. You know, then we watched Roscoe's 3D, and then, you know, I got to participate in that. We got to have a lot of fun telling him to do different poses. I think Onimaru told Roscoe to do the worm. You know, I was kind of considering streaming on that day, on Sunday. But, of course, for me, unfortunately, well, fortunately or unfortunately, I had to go to the airport soon after Roscoe's 3D because I had a nighttime flight. And so we took a nighttime flight. Well, I say we, but it was just me by myself because I'm the only one from the down underworld. And Flamin, thank you so much for the blue super. It's not free, okay? No such thing as a free super, but I appreciate it. Thank you for the blue snackies. Alright. Let me see. Yes. Actually, so my flight, Onimaru didn't get a plane seat. I mean, Onimaru just sits on my lap for the plane ride. But when we'll go into, and Kate, thank you so much for the blue snackies as well. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Once again, no free supers, guys. It's not free. I sat in your lap too. Hello, Iki. Yes, you did. You did more than sit in my lap. But it was so fun to hang out with Uki. I would tell the stories of hanging out with Uki, you know, a bit later on. But it's always so fun to hang out with Uki. I have a lot of stories to tell, a lot of things to say, but that's towards the end half, the later half of the Japan trip. Alright, so so I have it like so it started with, the flight was, I think, I forgot exactly what time it was, but it was around 10 p.m. I think. Maybe 9 or 10 p.m. Totally not a free super. Alright. Thank you, Elenia, for the yellow super as well. I appreciate it. Thank you. Or yellow snacky, I should say. But T is for tall. Just for you. Maybe just for you, Elenia, okay? But because I had a nighttime flight, by the time I reached Japan, I think I reached Japan at like 5 a.m. or something like that. It was like super early when I arrived in Japan. It was like a 5 a.m. kind of, 5 or 6, 5:30-ish. And unfortunately, I didn't get to sleep that much on the plane because there was a crying baby on board. And just it wasn't that comfortable, just overall, just with how packed it was as well. And Panda in a Dream, thank you so much for the blue snackies. But yeah, so I couldn't really get to sleep too much on the plane. I guess, you know, it was kind of the time where everyone's trying to go to Japan for holidays. It's winter. Everyone wants to get to the cold weather. So it was very packed. Thankfully though, on the flight, I actually had a spare seat next to me. So I was in the middle 3 seats. So I was actually in the middle seat. And I was like, oh crap. I hate being in the middle. And then there was this old man next to me on the right side of me. But thankfully, by the time the doors closed, there was no one on my left. So I immediately got up from the middle seat and went to the seat on the left. So at least there was a space between us. So it wasn't as bad. For me, when I go on planes as well, I can't actually sit in the middle seat. I feel so bad if I sit in the middle seat because my shoulders are very wide, and if I sit in the middle seat, my arms kind of take up, like just naturally, if I have my arms by my side, they kind of rest in at least on the armrest as well. Which means that I have to take up both armrests. I kind of have to take up both armrests, if you know what I mean. So if I'm in the middle, I kind of almost, you know, go into the next seat. For my shoulders at least. Which obviously I don't want to do that. It's very like, you know, I like my personal space. I don't want to intrude on anyone else's personal space. So, you know, I always kind of request for an aisle seat when I can. But unfortunately, like, when I got to the counter, it was like, all the seats were already fully... I say all of the seats were booked, because I did ask for an aisle seat and they said there was none. But then, for some reason, I had a spare aisle seat beside me, so I don't know what happened there. Maybe someone just didn't make their flight or something. But thankfully, you know, the seat to the left of me was free, so I could move over one. And at least I wasn't squishing anyone else. Yeah, maybe they didn't check in or they missed their flight, something like that. But thankfully, you know, the flight wasn't the worst. I was like kind of in and out of sleep. I went to sleep, I woke up, went to sleep, woke up, that kind of thing. Thank you so much for the yellow snackies, Mimi. I appreciate it. Is it free? It's not free. There's no free snackies, guys. No free snackies. You have to pay for these snackies. But thank you for the first super as well. Guys, in the future, I think what we're gonna do is, for the snackies, we're gonna find a snack that is yellow. And that's what we're gonna call it. Or a snack that's blue, snack that's orange. Kind of like, you know, for the orange ones, when I think of an orange snack, I think of, you know, the Reese's peanut butter cups? How they're always in the orange packaging. I feel like we could kind of think of names like that. Well, I don't know what light blue would be. But, you know, we'll think of things for that. It doesn't have to be sweet snacks as well, I guess. Yeah. But we'll think of something later on as well. Altus is a blue snack, who said that? Yeah, so I was actually on the plane though, because I do have the Shonen Jump app on my phone. Thankfully, in the times that I couldn't sleep on the plane, I actually downloaded, because you can download up to 100 chapters to read offline for on the Shonen Jump app. And I started reading the what's the thing called? Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Let me just double check the name. But you know what I'm talking about, right? Dun dun dun. Alright, yeah, I started reading that. So I read about 100 chapters. The only thing, guys, I was enjoying it, to be honest. I actually was enjoying it quite a bit. But for the Shonen Jump app, when you download 100 chapters, it lasts for 7 days. Then once the 7 days are up, you can download more chapters. So I was going to read the kind of like next 100 chapters on the plane back. But it was just under the 7-day period. So pretty much when I got back to the Down Underworld, that's when the 7 days expired and I could download more chapters. So I wasn't able to download the next 100. So I'm on chapter 100, guys, for Dun Dun Dun. But, you know, I actually enjoyed it quite a bit. So I'm going to try to read it up to the updates. But yeah, not bad. Quite funny, to be honest. But yeah, so I got to Beruda, kind of sleep deprived at like it was like 5:30 or something. And one of the bad things I kind of realized, a lot of times I kind of go to the airport a bit earlier, just so that I'm not in a rush. I don't have to worry. You know, I can take my time, chill. Since I have a phone and like a tablet and stuff, I've got enough kind of entertainment where you know, I can just sit at the airport and just relax. But because I'm kind of always sort of early, I realized that, you know, because I check in first, and my baggage goes in first, whenever I go to, like, you know, when you get to the other side and you're waiting for your baggage, mine is always like the last one. I always have to wait so long for my baggage to finally come out. And I was like, okay, this sucks. Maybe I should check in later. Which thankfully, actually on the way back, I did check in much later, and I got my baggage a lot quicker. So, you know, maybe I won't try check in too early next time. But yeah, I had to wait. I feel like I was waiting like 45 minutes or something. It was so long. I had to wait so long until I got my baggage. I was just waiting and seeing everyone slowly get their baggage and walk away. And it was just me standing there, just like, oh, why did I check in so early? Yeah, it was actually so long. But then it was still like 6 in the morning, so it was super early. And I told the Dark Overlords, because obviously it was super early, and I'm okay getting around Japan on my own. As long as I have Google Maps, as long as I have the internet, you know, I can get to any place I need to go by myself. I don't need to, I don't need someone to show me the way. And since it was early, you know, I didn't want the managers to wake up super early to come pick me up. So I just, you know, I went to catch the train that was closest to the Battleship, the studio Battleship, FSP studio Battleship. So, you know, I caught a train finally, and, you know, once we got to the nearest station, then one of the managers picked me up to show me where the studio was. And that was the first time I was seeing the studio, actually, because like the 3D studio where, you know, they do all of the 3D stuff, and that's where we did a lot of the off collabs as well, and like Gale's birthday and all of that. It was pretty cool. It was the the FSP Battleship. So yeah, I got there maybe around, by the time, you know, with the train and everything else, I think it was around 7 AM though. By the time I actually got into the studio, I could put all my luggage down. And then, yeah, I kind of just got a little tour of the studio, which was really cool. I got to see, you know, the room where they set up all the 3D stuff. I got to see like the mission control room. Well, I call it the mission control room. It's kind of like the room where all of the, like, there's, I don't know how many computers in there, but there's like at least like, I don't know, 20, 30 computers in there, or like, well, I think there was 20 or 30, there might be less, but there's a lot of computers, and like everyone's at a different station. Like, it's kind of really cool to see how many people have to work together to make all of that work so like seamlessly. Like, you're looking at the 3D, right? And you know, you only see what's in front of the screen, but behind the scenes there's like so many people working so hard to make sure that everything goes smoothly. So that was kind of cool to see as well, just how big of a team is needed to ensure everything goes well. Yeah, or the behind the scenes. And I think after that, it wasn't too long after that, I kind of, you know, got to the studio, was looking around. I think then the Avalon boys came, because they had to start preparing for their 3D. Because this was the day, because I landed on the day of their 3D, their big 3D live special. So yeah, and I remember it was kind of super scuffed, because I had to, you know, I was kind of tired, but then I think it was Nyx, wasn't Nyx? I think it was Nyx who was doing like the it's kind of like the 3D pre-party kind of stream. So yeah, we had to, we kind of realized it's like, oh, I meant to kind of be there, but so we have to set up a computer. We had to set up a computer so that I could stream and be on, you know, be there. So we're like, you know, it was kind of a rush of like finding where my model is, trying to find all my assets, put them all in, and see if I can, you know, connect. And then the microphones weren't working properly, and then I couldn't hear anything on the earphones. And then all of the tracking stuff. And I think in the end, because the laptop and computers, it was kind of like a bit scuffed, I decided I just use my phone. I just want on my actual, just on my phone Discord and using my earphones. I was just decided to talk using that, so yeah. Yeah, that's why the beginning was kind of scuffed, and I think Melum as well was a bit late. I'm not sure. And Ryza was on his way to the studio, that's why he couldn't join as well. I think Ryza kind of just joined just after we finished that pre-party as well. But then yeah, it was pretty cool because Ryza joined me. Because he landed, I think he landed a bit after me. And then we were both kind of just in the mission control room as the Avalon boys got set up, wearing their 3D suits and everything. And then we kind of got to watch them. It's pretty cool to see how it translates their 3D models and their 3D bodies as well. You know, seeing all of them run around having so much fun. Yeah, that was really cool because in the mission control room they have a real life live feed of the actual boys, and then you can see how it translates their models and everything. But they honestly look like they're having so much fun, and so I can't wait for in the future when we get 3D stuff as well. Those suits must get hot, yeah. I feel like they definitely must get like super hot. Because there's like a whole 3D suit they have to wear like a kind of cap hat beanie thing as well to track the motion of their head and everything. Yeah, but they do have like it's kind of like a under armor kind of like compression thing underneath the 3D suits, so at least they sweat in that and not directly onto the 3D suits. Just like you. Oh, Uki always knows what to say. Always knows what to say. But yeah, so honestly, it was really cool seeing the behind the scenes of, because I guess, you know, when you think of how it's gonna be when you do your 3D debut, like move in 3D, you never really know how it's gonna be like what the studio is gonna be like, what you're gonna wear, how everything tracks, how everything works out. So it's really cool to see it beforehand. So it gives me at least much more of an idea of how things work, so that when I think of what I want to do for my 3D, at least I can kind of think about what's more possible or what's kind of impractical and everything. But I think honestly, you know, as tiring as it looked for the boys, they honestly, all of them look like they're having so much fun. Yeah, it was so fun just seeing them, you know, being able to just, you know, sometimes peek into the room or just watch the cameras and watch all of them just like banter with each other and just run around and be able to move. You know, of course, these models are really good. Like the 2D, you know, I feel like the live 2D models, like the ones you see here, they're always gonna look like, it's gonna look clean, it's gonna look, you know, the art is super accurate and nice and everything. But then there is also that component of like, you miss out on the body motions, I guess. Because I feel like live 2D is much better at tracking the face than maybe 3D is. Like, you know, if I'm like, well, you know, if I laugh or if I'm surprised or anything else, I feel like live 2D is really good at tracking face. So it's really good for like me talking with you guys or me commenting on gameplay. But, you know, sometimes I feel like once you see people's body movements as well, it kind of does, it kind of gives them a bit more character You know, when you see how someone moves, how they walk, how they dance, how they, just like how they sit, there's so many small details that you can see about somebody, like the body motions and body movements that you can't really see, obviously, when like, because right now I can be, you know, I can be like doing a double bicep flex at you guys, but you guys can't tell. You know, I can be flexing right now at you guys, but you guys can't tell that I'm flexing. I can be doing a pec dance right now, you know, moving my pecs, but you guys can't see that as well. There's a lot of things. I mean, I don't know if 3D can track my pecs. But you know, there's definitely a lot more details, and I feel like it's really cool that when you see the boys in 3D, then at least give me you've already touched the Uki. But I feel like seeing the boys in 3D and see how they move and, you know, how they sit, how they just interact with each other and everything. Then when you see their 2Ds again, you can kind of imagine what they'll be doing or how they would move, which is really cool. Kind of like, you know, you see how Roscoe sits versus how Zenny sits, how Zenny moves around, how Gale moves around and walks, how Lucy struts around in those heels. When you see their live 2D, you can also kind of imagine that as well. So I think it'd be really cool. I feel like it adds a new kind of layer to all of the boys. So I can't wait for in the future when I'm able to do my 3D. Although the Dark Overlords have said that they are dying trying to figure out my 3D in particular. As you can already tell, how detailed and how much just how much is going on for my 2D. They're like, we don't know what to do with your 3D. Yeah, good luck to the 3D artists doing my 3D, because like, not only do I have like all these feathers and the cape and all of the you know, dangly bendel bits and the tassels, I also have like super long hair at the back. There's so many things that I have, so I feel like it's going to I don't know, it might take, my model is definitely gonna take the longest for 3D, guys. I think me and Melum would most probably be the hardest 3D models to make. I know that the Dark Overlords did say that the other three are much easier to do. It's just me and Melum, because Melum has the veil kind of thing as well, which with the floating fire. So that might be a bit complicated. But it's gonna be, yeah, me and Melum. We're the challenge, we're the troubled children for the 3D. Meanwhile, Ryza with no shirt, literally. Yeah, yeah, Ryza, it's only his tail, but that should be okay. If they just kind of, you know, track it with physics so it just kind of sways with how he moves. Same as Nayu's tentacles, I think, you know. If they move with his arm or just sway around, it shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, I think from what the Dark Overlord said, mine and Melum's is going to be the most challenging one. So we will see how that goes. We will see. I can't wait. I mean, it's going to be quite a few months, guys. It's not going to be anytime soon. I mean, you know, assuming we get something around the same timeline as Avalon, once again, you know, I don't know the dates, but I'm just assuming, like, going off Avalon as an example, it's still gonna be like, I don't know, quite a few more months, because like they debuted in January, and then, you know, a lot of their 3D stuff was kind of in November, so like 10 months, 10, 11 months, maybe. But yeah, who knows? Going off that timeline, it's not gonna be soon, but at the same time, time flies. Time does fly, so even though I feel like, oh, it's months and months away, by the time we blink and realize where we are, it's gonna be like halfway through next year already. And we're gonna be like, oh crap, we gotta get ready for 3Ds whenever they're coming up. Yeah. Altus's clothes are hard, just make him show. I said the same thing to the Dark Everlords, but they said no, I have to have my full outfit. I totally said the same thing. Well, hopefully, maybe I'll have some kind of toggle at least. You know how everyone has a toggle. Like, I'm pretty sure everyone has like at least a jacket toggle or whatever kind of toggle. Surely I'm gonna have some kind of remove some layers of clothes toggle. Yeah, but that's gonna be so fun, guys. I can't wait for that. Like, just seeing the Avalon boys do their 3D. It's already given me so many ideas on what to do for my 3D as well. Like, even though it's months and months away, it's better. I guess it's always good to plan early, just to see what is and isn't possible. And yeah, I've got lots of ideas, guys. I've got lots of cool ideas. I'll just have to see if I can make them a reality. No adzentures explode. It's okay, you guys won't explode. Maybe, I don't know. If the Dark Everlords explode, you guys, it wasn't because of me. I requested something else for the adzentures, but I'm not gonna spoil that. Not gonna spoil that. You a spiker? I don't know. I cannot confirm or deny anything until the 3D actually happens, guys, okay? But yeah, I do have a lot of ideas for the 3D, but once again, that is a long time away. Yeah, maybe, I don't know when, because Avalon on their 6th month they announced their 3Ds. But once again, it's kind of different because I can only assume based off Avalon's timeline what's gonna happen. But now that, you know, we have Avalon and us, so we've got Ravalon all together. I don't know if, like, because there's more people to take care of and more schedules, I don't know if it's gonna like get pushed back or like there'll be other events and stuff. So we'll just have to see. But for now, I'm just going to base all of my guesses from Avalon. I'm gonna use Avalon's timeline as a rough estimate of what's gonna happen for us, because I feel like that's the closest thing we can base all of our guesses on timing for. Please make us look bigger. I mean, if you look at all of the other mascots, honestly, you guys aren't that small. Like, you guys are around the same size as all the other mascots. Like, if you look at the Lunarus and like the Pipsqueaks and everything, I feel like you guys are all around the same size. I feel like you guys might even be bigger than the Netherlings, maybe. I don't know. We're bigger than Roscoe's? Yeah, I feel like maybe you're bigger than... Oh, around the same size. Maybe a bit bigger since you're round. Bigger adventure is fine. But, I don't know. We'll see. I guess, you guys, once again, are exact size of a volleyball. Actually, I calculated this, guys. I was like, I wonder how many adzentures I can bench press. Don't ask why. I was just trying to calculate in my head how many I could bench press. And I was looking, okay, so for a volleyball, right? Volleyballs are about 270 grams. A standard volleyball weighs 270 grams. And I can, I think I can bench 110 kilos. I mean, that's not my 1 rep max. That's like, I do 6 reps for 5 sets. But just assuming, you know, going up 110 kilos anyway, I can bench press over 400 of you each go at a time. So, I can bench press at least 400 of you. So, you know, guys, if you're gonna come fight me, you have to have at least 500. Minimum 500 to try stand a chance, guys. That's quite heavy. My brain stopped the moment you start talking about numbers. It's okay. All you have to know is I can bench press over 400 of you guys. What is your personal bench press PR? For me, I don't go for like bench press PRs in terms of like 1 rep maxes, just because I feel like they're kind of dangerous and I don't really need to. For me, it's not about bench pressing the most weight, if you know what I mean. I don't have to show off and go, I bench this high number 1 time, because doing a 1 rep max doesn't really show anything. It's just right now, with my training, I do 110 kilos for 6 reps for 5 sets. So that's the number that I'm basing it off. Alright. Where was I? Alright, so yeah, after the so 110 kilos 30 times, yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. I thought our size, like volleyball, not our weight. I mean, I guess you guys would be kind of, I assume, the same kind of weight as a volleyball, right? You guys are kind of like mochi. I don't think you guys would be very heavy. You guys are, you know, just a nice weight to hold and to carry around. Does this mean we can be deflated as well? I mean, you guys are more mochi than volleyball, so I don't think you can be squished a little bit, but it's like your memory foam mochi. That's how I would. That's how I describe you guys. Okay. Even if you do get squished, you have the superpower of you just go back into your original shape. So you guys are pretty hardy as well, you know. So if someone squishes you, you know, you have a superpower where you can just get back to your shape. You're nerfing us too much? I'm not nerfing you guys, I'm giving you guys superpowers, you know. I'm not saying once someone squishes you, you stay squished, you know. You just bounce back. Adzentures are hardy. Don't use us as a weapon, please don't throw us around. Okay, where was I up to? Okay, so obviously you saw the Avalon 3D, right? And that was super cool, super fun to watch. And then afterwards, you know, when they finished, we got to... we just got to hang out. I think we ate lunch with... I mean, Avalon had their own little room as well, because in the Battleship, there was a few different rooms. And they weren't like the biggest rooms. I feel like 5 or 6 people could fit into the each of the smaller Battleship rooms. It's kind of like a little waiting room. So Avalon was kind of eating their lunch in their Battleship room. And then, because we were talking before that, but when they were eating lunch, then me and Ryza went to the little Ravenous room. But it was only the 2 of us. But since it was only the 2 of us there at that time, then I believe what happened? Yeah, then some of the managers came to join us for lunch, so that we weren't just eating alone. So that was kind of fun. You're just gonna change the subject? What are you talking about? I'm recounting the Japan. This is the subject, guys. Japan tales. Japan recap. You know. Alright, what happened after that? Oh no, anyways, exactly. After that, Ryza... Oh yeah, so I think a lot of the Avalon boys after that, they obviously they had a big day, so they all went home. Well, not all of them, but a lot of them went back to their other battleship where they were staying, while I think Ryza and Zenny had their off collab, where they did their off collab stream, and that's when I think during the off collab, that's when Malum came to the studio, and I got to finally once again hang out with Malum, because we were doing the tier list, the tier list off collab stream. So yeah, it was just me and Malum alone in the Ravenous waiting room, as Zenny and Ryza were in the streaming room doing their off collab. And yeah, so it was good to catch up with Malum, and you know, he came in, it was winter, he was dressed very nicely. Oh yeah, one thing as well, guys, we got to I guess one good thing about winter is we got to see everyone in their kind of winter outfits, which once again, I feel like winter outfits, of course, winter fashion is 1,000 times better than summer fashion. But yeah, Malum was dressed nicely. I feel like he's kind of dressed kind of like the casual, not casual, but more like, you know, one of the main characters of a K-drama. He had the, I'm pretty sure on the first day, I think he had the long jacket coat. He had his black turtleneck, wearing some high-waisted pants. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, Melon was wearing, he was wearing the turtleneck the whole time, because that boy, he may be a fire genie, but he was freezing, guys. He was always freezing, you know, so we had to keep him warm. But yeah, eventually I went with him on one of the final days to go buy a new jacket for him as well. We went shopping so he could buy a new jacket, so that he wasn't freezing all the time. For me, I was wearing a bunch, what was I wearing? I was wearing, on the first day, I had my, you know what, I can describe it for now, but what I might do is, in the future, maybe next week sometime, we'll see if there's space next week. Yeah, but I will do a fashion stream where I will find, you know, I will find images of what I wear, and maybe what some of the other boys wear. Like if I can find it on Pinterest or like other stuff. Obviously, I won't be showing photos of of us. But if I can find, like, you know, where I bought my poncho, I can get the stock photo of that. Where I got my shoes, I can find a stock photo of that, so that you guys can imagine a bit more how everything looks like. But yeah, I was wearing these, like, honestly, I bought 2 pairs of shoes to Japan to wear because, you know, it was 2 different style of Converses, but I only ended up wearing one of them because they were just so comfortable. My shoes were just so comfortable for walking around for everything that I just wore the same pair for like the whole time. Just because even when we're walking around the whole day, my feet never got tired, so I was like, okay, I'm wearing these. They're really nice. So for me, it was these, how would I describe them? They're like they look sort of like the normal Converse shoes, as in they have the white sole and the little white rubber tip to them. But then it has a little bit of, it's not like a platform sole, but it's a little bit chunkier, the sole, just a little bit, so it has more, it's softer. You know how most, like if you get a regular Converse, there's not much support on your sole, and you know, your feet will start dying after a while. It's kind of like got a sneaker size sole instead of just the normal Converse size sole, so that there is a bit of a cushion there. Yeah. So not like the super chunky ones, but just like enough that it's comfortable. And it goes up, it's like a high top one as well. So it's a high top, it's made of leather on the upper instead of canvas. It has this really nice soft leather, and it does have zips on the side as well, so it's super easy to take on and off, because obviously, you know, we got the shoelaces running all the way up, but it's too much of a hassle to undo all of the shoelaces every time, so it does have this nice zip as well. So yeah, it's one of the, I really like those shoes. Zips on the shoes, yeah, but I'll show you a picture later on. But at the moment, they're most probably my favorite shoe to wear. Also plus some, yeah, this one didn't really add too much centimeters. It's not like one of the big ones. Maybe it would add 3 centimeters, 2, 3. Kind of like the standard if you wear a normal sneaker. That's how much it'll boost you. It's not like, you know, the 7 centimeter boost or whatever. Yeah, it's just a little bit. Yeah, and then on the day that I went to the city, the first day, I was also wearing black skinny jeans. So it's like the Converse, the black skinny jeans. It was kind of like a fitted black t-shirt as well, because that's kind of like what I wear, you know. And then I had the in winter, yeah. In winter, and then I had this really nice poncho, like this it's like a black almost tech wear poncho that I was wearing on top of that. But like beside the poncho, literally I'm always just wearing just a normal short sleeve t-shirt and some kind of pants. When you cold? No, I never get cold. The Dia Mane was always talking about it. She was always like, "Aren't you cold? All of the rest of the boys are wearing so many layers. You half the time you just walk out without your poncho." Because you know, there's a kombini nearby, and when I get to the kombini, sometimes it's too much of a bother to put on you know, to go back to my chair to get my poncho, so I just walk out of the studio and just in just a shirt in the middle of winter. But look, good thing guys is I didn't get sick. I know some of the boys were a little bit sick there, but I was not sick. I didn't get sick. I feel fine, so thankfully did not catch a cold. Yeah, like I said, I'm a heater. So half the time as well, I'll give Malum some hugs to warm him up, because he's like a little freezing fire genie. But yeah, I don't know, I don't really get cold easily, especially I just love the cold. Yeah, it's so hard being back in the down underworld when it's now summer again and I'm dying every day. I just want to go back to Beruda. First a walking radiator, I am. That's a crazy immune system. I was drinking, you know, they have like a, at the kombini, they have the vitamin C drink. They have these vitamin C kind of jelly, or like these little, it's almost like a shot of vitamin C, and I was having that every day just to be careful as well. But yeah. I'm thick, but I'm built like a gel pack. Stick me in a cold place for an hour, my hands will also be cold. Yeah, but once again, if anyone goes to the gym regularly as well, muscles would keep you much warmer than fat as well. So if you have a lot of muscles, it insulates and keeps your body much warmer than if you just someone who has the same weight but not as much muscles. So muscles do heat you up quite a bit. Me already feeling cold when my air conditioner is 22. Nah, I love the cold weather. Anything around like 5 to 10 degrees is like perfect weather. 5 degrees is like perfect weather for me, guys. 5 degrees Celsius. I'm not sure about what that is in Fahrenheit, but 5 degrees Celsius is like perfect weather. 5, yeah. Because I feel like a lot of times when we're in Beruda, I think it was around that. I think it was around, depending on obviously if it was night or day. But honestly, oh. Are we back? Wait. I think my OBS crashed for a second. Can you guys hear me? Are we okay? Alright, just double checking we're okay. We're back? Okay. Okay, you almost died, yeah. My OBS connected like for 1 second. It's like disconnection. Reconnection, okay. Short lag, but we're back. Okay. Thank God. But yeah, honestly, Japan didn't even feel that cold. The only time it was cold was like when it was super late at night and then the wind blew a lot, like there was a strong wind, then it was kind of a bit cold. But like if there was not much wind, honestly, I wouldn't really consider it cold. So yeah. But honestly, I loved my little poncho. My poncho was like I brought 4 different jackets. I brought 4 different jackets to Beruda, but I love my poncho the most. I feel like with my poncho because it's very easy to cool myself down if I get too hot, because you know it's a poncho. But some of my other jackets were nice as well. How low can the temp be in down under? In winter, we can still get to like 5 degrees. 6 degrees, 5, 6 degrees in the middle of winter at nighttime. So we can still get quite low. We're not gonna get to 0 degrees and, you know, but it still gets kind of cold here. Alright, so yeah. After, as I was saying, once again, I will go into like the different, I'll go into the different clothes I wore on different days. In the future stream, we'll do like a fashion kind of stream. Yeah, maybe I can get Malum as well. And then we can like show photos of like equivalent kind of styles that we find on like Pinterest or something. That might be kind of fun. But out of all the boys, who's the drippiest? You know, I feel like one thing about this trip that although it was super fun and we got to actually do a lot of off collabs with all of the boys, unfortunately this trip, because we were staying a bit separate from the Avalon boys, they were in a different battleship than the Ravenous boys were. We didn't really get to hang out that much outside of the studio. So, yeah, I feel like I didn't really get to always see like what they were gonna like, or the things that they were gonna wear, or their fashion and stuff. As much as like we did the first time, because the first time we all went to record, you know, Night to Day, and now, you know, they were recording Sit Tight. when we all met up in Beruda the first time, we're all staying in the same battleship. And so we all got to hang out like literally every single day. You know, we'd hang out in the lobby. We could go once like on the combini runs with Lucy and stuff. But because we were like quite far away from each other this time, it was much harder to hang out. Like we got to hang out for like some dinners and everything. But it wasn't that kind of same. It wasn't that kind of same, okay, we can just hang out whenever, everyone just meet in the lobby. Or like meet each other for breakfast and everything. So, yeah. So, that, I feel like that's the only kind of sad thing about this trip, that although it was really fun in terms of all the stuff we got to do, definitely didn't get to hang out with the Avalon boys as much as I would have wanted. And Nyx wasn't there. It was very sad about that as well. I wish Nyx was there because it would have been nice to have all of the Avalon all of the Ravenous boys together. But definitely next time. I'm sure next time we'll all be able to hang out together. It's just, you know, sometimes unfortunate timing, not everyone can be there. But yeah, honestly, yeah, next time, guys. Next time we will be able to, I'm sure all of Ravenous will be able to collab, do an off collab together. Yeah. But yeah, me and Melum got to do our off collab, the tier list one. That was a lot of fun. I'm sure that was kind of you know, us just trolling. That was funny because we I wanted to do a bit at the start of that stream where you know, where I was like, oh, well, I told Malum to just mouth the words he was doing but not say anything. And I was like, okay, pretend you're muted. Then when everyone says you're muted, then I'm gonna be like, oh, okay, maybe try my mic instead. But then, you know, I told Diamane that, but I think she forgot because I told her a few weeks before that I was planning to do that. But she totally forgot about that. And yeah. So halfway through us doing that little bit, then she kind of comes into the room and is like trying to silently check up on Melum's microphone. And both of us are just dying, just like, oh no, it's a bit. And Melum has to write on his phone, it's okay, we this is all planned out. And then she just gives Melum the finger. Even though it's totally my idea. Yeah. That was funny. But you know, that was a really fun stream. And then I think Ryza was waiting around because obviously me and Ryza were staying at the same battleship. And so Ryza was waiting around with Zenny, I think, until the end of me and Melum's stream. You guess, like, not us, but Diamane too. You have no idea. The amount of time I guess, like, the Dark Overlords. Every time I'm just saying random things to them and they're just like, aha, I don't know whether to believe you or not. It's not just you guys, okay? The Dark Overlords also have to deal with my shenanigans. But yeah, I feel kind of sort of maybe a little bit sorry for the Dark Overlords. I apologize, but maybe not. I'm not gonna stop, but you know, Never let them know your next move. Exactly. But yeah, so we headed back. Milem had to go back to his lamp, and then one of the Mane-sans took us to our battleship, me and Ryza, for the night. We checked in, and thankfully though, the best thing is because we checked in together, me and Ryza, our rooms were on the same floor right next to each other. So that was really good. Thankfully, we were literally just right next door to each other, me and Ryza, where we're staying. So it was super easy. When we did the off collabs, we literally just walk one room over. Or if we need to, like, if we're like, okay, we're going for breakfast, then we'll like meet outside in 5 minutes, and we literally just open our doors. So yeah, that was a lot of fun, and I'm so thankful because now you came the day after, right? Now you came one day later than us, and so he was actually put on a different floor in the battleship. And it made it kind of complicated because he couldn't come to our floor and we couldn't get to his floor. So whenever, like, you know, for the off collab or whenever he wanted to hang out with us, we'd have to like go down to like the bottom floor, meet up there, and then both of us then come back up to one of the other floors. So it was a little bit of work. Yeah, and the elevators were kind of scuffed. Sometimes we're waiting for like 10 minutes for the elevators. So, yeah. What was Ryza's drip like? Ryza's drip. Let me think. Ryza, he always kind of dresses to be nice and comfy. When I look at him, he's like, that's a comfortable man. And he had some nice button shirts as well. You know, they had various ones. I think he had like some Digimon ones or like some Pokemon ones. Stuff like that as well, which was super cute. Yeah, so nice casual wear. I had, yeah, a Pokemon Hawaiian shirt, kind of like that. That was cool. I like that shirt as well. A little Pokemon Hawaiian shirt. You know, I won't say what I won't say what Pokemon was on it. I'm not sure, you know, I don't want to give away too many specific details when I talk about, you know, things that are like that. But yeah. So that's kind of like we just imagine Slowpoke and Psyduck. I'm so glad I managed to get him to get those plushies as well. Yeah, but I guess that was the first day. Because, you know, by the end of the first day, by the time we got to our battleship and into our rooms, I think we both, like, I just took a quick shower and literally just passed out on my bed. Also because we had to wake up really early the next morning to get to the studio to prepare for Gale's birthday. So yeah, by the time we got home, we're just like, okay, good night. Passed out, had to wake up really early. Me and Ryza grabbed, we went to get breakfast in the battleship together, and then one of the Mane-sans picked us up and took us back to the studio battleship. And yeah, that was like super early in the morning. I can't remember what time, like 8 AM, 7:30? I forgot. It was quite early. Because it took a little bit to get from, you know, our battleship to the studio battleship. You know, it was still, you know, it was quite a bit of travel, so we had to wake up quite early. Yeah, I felt like this was the earliest I've woken up in a long time. repeatedly. Can you believe it, guys? Every single day I had to wake up before noon. It was crazy. I guess that's why right now I'm still kind of waking up before noon. Because now my body's sort of used to it, just from like that 1 week of routine. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, we woke up, we had Gail's birthday. Gail's birthday was so much fun. For those of you who saw it, we were playing the game of life. That was my first time ever playing that game as well. I had no idea what it was, but it was a lot of fun playing with all of the Evelyn boys as well. Yeah. It was really fun and cool that me and Ryza got to be there. Yeah, when we were playing it as well, we all kind of like on our how it was set up. We're all kind of like on a desk, and 2 people at each desk. And you know, the Manu-sans were so nice. Like they prepared so many snacks and everything for us. Like at first we're like, why do we have so many snacks? Are we gonna be trying them on stream? But those snacks were literally just for us to eat while we played the games. But I wasn't that hungry because I just sometimes in the morning, a lot of times in the morning, I don't really eat too much. I just drink coffee. Then it's kind of like lunch and dinners where I eat a lot. So we had a lot of snacks, but because I wasn't that hungry, I just kind of gave everything to Ryza. So Ryza was just snacking the entire time, and it was the funniest thing. I'm not sure, sometimes you might, if you go watch Gail's stream of that, you might see me and Ryza sometimes laughing in the background. It's because we all had these headset mics, right? And we can't mute them because it's just like these headset mics with the mic close to our mouths, but we can't, there's no mute button or anything because it's all connected to like the same kind of mixer. So we can't mute it on our end. So we cough, we sneeze, if we you know, if we eat something, it kind of picks it up. And so like normally when Ryza eats, he kind of chews, you know, you can hear him chewing. But because he had the headset mic right next to him, he was trying to eat like super quietly. For once, and it was so funny. I was like, you know, he was getting, say, like a chip. He was trying to crunch it softly, and then I would be like pretending to like grab his head in a headlock and try and make him crunch it loudly. Like, you know, mime that action, and so we're just laughing in the background because like it would be you couldn't see what we were doing, but I was trying to make him laugh or like crunch it loudly when he was trying to eat it softly. So you might be able to pick us, see us doing that kind of stuff in the background if you pay attention to our models. But yeah, he ate all the snacks because, you know, I wasn't really hungry, so I just kept giving him more snacks to see if he would crunch loudly. I was like, yeah, you know what? Eat these as well. Try this one. But honestly, it was so fun, and I'm glad Gail enjoyed that as well. I'm glad Gail had a really good birthday stream. And, you know, we had cake afterwards and everything. Yeah, honestly, that cake was really nice. You know, Gail, I think Gail ate some grapefruit that was a bit sour. He was dying for a second. But I don't know, I really enjoy most fruits as well, so there's nothing in that cake that was bad for me. That was a really nice cake. Just rises the food vacuum of Ravelem. I mean, sort of, he likes snacking, but it's always funny because, you know, whenever we eat, I normally order so much more than he does. But just in terms of snacking throughout the day, I try not to you know, I used to snack a lot, but obviously, to maintain my weight or to, you know, keep fit, I try not to snack too much. But, yeah. What did we do after that? Let's see. After Gail's birthday, let me check my phone. I might have messages that kind of tell me what we were doing at what time. You know what? Let me see my messages to Riser to see. Okay, this was on the 10th. Need receipts to remember. I do. I need to try remember what was happening. All right. Adzentures were not there to net things down. I know. What I things are so hard without the adzentures writing things down for me. I need you guys and your 600 plus jobs to function. Alright, let me see here. You need to keep a diary. It's okay. For the most part, I have the adzentures. You guys do just fine. It's just that, you know, I was in a different place. I couldn't have you guys write down everything for me. Oh, okay, I remember. I think after Gail's birthday, that was the night that we went to Hot Pot. We went to get Hot Pot with some of the Holostars boys. Yeah, that was a Hot Pot. That was a Hot Pot night. So yeah, after Gail's birthday, I think you know, everyone went back to the battleships to rest for a little bit. You know, then after, I think I took a nap. But after that, we all met up. We went to a different place in the city, and we all met up for some hot pot. That was my first time meeting all of the Holostars boys as well. Who was there? There was Fleon, there was Haka, there was Axel. I don't think, yeah, Shinri wasn't there for the hot pot. It was just those three, I believe. And then the Evelyn boys were there as well, of course. Evelyn boys, me, Riser, then yeah, Axel, Haka, and Fleon. Uki, I don't think Uki was there yet. No, Uki wasn't at the hot pot. What was your first impression of them? Okay, so meeting them, I feel like Axel is just, you know, he's a pretty chill guy. I don't know, maybe it's because he's also from the down underworld. It was very easy to talk to him. Very easy to get along with Axel in terms of like, he just sounds like half my friends as well. Like, you know, it was, it's kind of, I remember there was one point during the hot pot where when I was just listening to him talk, and you know, was surrounded by all of the Avalon members and all of the Holostars, because obviously everyone's talking English and we're just having a good time and eating hot pot. For a second, I almost forgot we were in Beruda. I almost forgot we were in Japan. It just felt like hanging out with the boys, like on any normal night. Going for, you know, hot pot with the boys. And that was kind of cool. But yeah, Axel was pretty chill. You know, he's pretty easy to get along with. He's got pretty good fashion as well. You know. Maybe you can match Axel's menace. I mean, he wasn't much of a menace there. He was quite nice when at least when I was talking to him. Yeah. Honestly though, then there was you know, Axel, I feel like, you know, he's pretty icky man. He's dressed nicely. You know, he's quite fit as well. You know, he's a pretty cool guy. In terms of, honestly, Haka, I feel like Haka is one of those people who just like make everyone feel welcome. He's such a friendly guy. I definitely want to get to spend more time or get to know Haka more, because he was just like, you know, I'm sure he told you the story about, like, he gave everyone the Zenokunian. He's from Zenokuni, right? Zenokunian candy as well to try. But just in general, he was just so nice. You know, like when you get, like when he introduces himself and everything, and like gives you a hug, and yeah, just his vibe. It's just like, you know, you feel very at ease and comfortable around him. He's definitely, it's like, I definitely, you know, one of those people you meet and it's like, I want to be friends with this guy. He seems like a very nice guy. Yeah, so definitely want to, hopefully in the future we get more chances to hang out. And holy crap, guys, he's singing, like, when he sang that, like, Screamo song, that was so impressive. That was so cool, as well. He's got crazy vocals, but, yeah. His singing is in friend. Yeah, his singing is insane, but, like, yeah, yeah, I really like Haka. I definitely want to hopefully hang out with him a bit more in the future. But a really, really nice guy. I love his high notes, yeah, just his whole singing in general. But like, he just gives off such positive vibes, you know, when I was around him. So yeah, he's a cool guy. He's a very cool guy. And then there was okay, so when I first saw Fleon, because, you know, we kind of all met up for, at Hot Pot, but it was kind of that thing where all of us are kind of like nodding at each other and like kind of introducing ourselves, but not really, because we're almost like trying to guess who each other is. I think, you know, there was the whole thing where I think Hako thought that Lucy was Gale. I saw that whole thing as well. Like, you know, everyone didn't really introduce themselves. They're like, hey, how's it going? And like shake hands or hug and stuff. But it's not like you kind of go, hey, I'm Altus and Zendoji from First Age Production E and Second Generation Revenants. You know, it's kind of more just like, hey, how's it going? Good to see you. And then you kind of, based off voice, based off their voice and everything, you're like, okay. Based off their voice and vibes, you're like, okay, okay, that's Axel. Okay, he sounds like Haka. And because I didn't know, you know, if which Holostars boy was gonna be there, so I didn't know if like, oh, is one of them Shinri, is one of them, you know, I just knew that some of the Holostars boys would be there. And then Fleon came up to me and like he introduced himself, and he was like, hi, I'm Red Boy. But for some reason, I don't know why I didn't connect Red Boy at that second to Fleon. I was just like, Red Boy. Yeah, he literally just came up to me and was like, hi, I'm Red Boy. And I was like, oh, wait, Red Boy. And, you know, it took me like, I feel like it took me 10 seconds or something. And before I connected the dots, I was like, oh, Red Boy as in Fleon Red Boy. I thought it was like, wait, is this just like, you know, one of the Holostar's friends called Red Boy? I was like, who's Red Boy? Honestly, when he said Red Boy, immediately in my mind, I was just thinking, Mlem? Mlem? Obviously it wasn't Mlem. But, you know, because I thought he would, you know, if it was Fleon, he would introduce himself as Fleon. Hello, Mlem. Always Mlem in mind. Yeah, there's Mlem right there. There's Mlem. But yeah, that was super fun. Oh, Mlem, if you want, I don't know if you're busy or not, but if you want, do you want to jump into a call? Do you want to share your story as well about the hot pot? I will, if you want, I will be in one of the collab rooms. So, yeah, outside eating dinner. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. It's okay. Enjoy your dinner. Enjoy your dinner, Mlem. But yeah, so for Flayon, when I met Flayon, then I was like, you know, it took me like 10 seconds thinking about who is this guy? Who is this guy? Is this just a indie VTuber? Is this like one of just not a VTuber at all and just a red boy? But then it kind of connected. It's like, oh wait, no, he's voice and saying red boy. Okay, he must be Flayon. Then, you know, I introduce myself. I'm like, hey, I'm Altus. And then, you know, out of nowhere, he just gives me a huge hug. He's so cute. Flayon is so cute. The way, like, I feel like you can see how animated his actions are. Yeah. I feel like he would really, you know, I haven't watched too much of his 3D stuff, but I feel like he would do really good in 3D. Just like the way he moves and everything is very animated. Yeah, and so I remember, like, you know, I introduced myself to Flayon, and then he just suddenly gives me a hug. Did Flay crush you? Not the first time. Not the at the hot pot place. It was just a kind of normal hug. You know. But then, like, he gave me a hug for like 1 or 2 seconds. It wasn't like a super long hug. He just gave me a hug. Then I was like, whoa, you got huge muscles. And you know, on stream I'm kind of okay when people compliment me sometimes, or like you know, if I know someone well. But when I don't know someone well and they give me a compliment, it's, you know, I find it I kind of like I don't know how to take compliments. And I was like, yeah, I go to the gym. I don't really get shy. It's more like I don't know how to respond. I get more just like yeah, lots of words. Yeah, I'm not good with compliments, guys. And then I think after that, then he gave me another hug, and then he went to go introduce himself to Ryza and, you know, the rest of the boys as well. But yeah, that's kind of, yeah. But Flayon was definitely very cute. I love seeing his, like, how animated his movements are as well. But yeah. You remember Malema admit his first impression of you is the body first? But yeah, so that was kind of my first impression of at least those 3 boys, Holostar boys. Yeah, for Flayon as well though, I think it was after the karaoke, I think, when we were kind of you know, saying goodbye to everyone, because the Holostars boys were like leaving. They had to go back to their accommodations. And then and then Flayon, then I gave Flayon a hug. So I'm jumping ahead a bit here, but it's kind of related. So I gave Flayon a hug, you know, saying goodbye. Then he was like, wait, can you hug me really strong? Phil was like, oh, can you just like try crush me? I was like, okay, I can try do that. So, you know, I gave him like a really strong hug, kind of lifted him up in the air. Just lifted him up in the air as I was trying to kind of squeeze him. I wasn't trying to obviously crush him too much, but it was still like a strong, firm hug. And then afterwards he's like, okay, can I try? And I was like, yeah, sure, go ahead. And then, you know, he tried to give me a big, strong hug as well. And, you know, it was nice because, you know, sometimes when someone hugs you and then your spine kind of like does that kind of release, kind of, you know, the little crack in the spine. It was like, felt a little bit of that. I was like, oh, that's nice. Yeah. Then he was like, oh, I can't hug as strong as you, but I hope you like that. So he was so cute there. You know, I do have a weakness for things that are red, so he was very cute. He popped your back, yes. But yeah. He was fun to hang around with. Yeah. Things that are red. Look at the Onimaru as well. But going back to the hot pot, yeah, for the hot pot we're separated into 2 tables as well. Just because obviously all of us couldn't fit around one table. So on one side there was Gale, me, Mlem, and Ryza. And sometimes some of the other boys would come to our table for a bit just to talk as well. But a lot of them were on the other table. The kids table, yes. So we're ordering the... so for the hot pot, it was like the mala kind of Szechuan spicy hot pot. So it was more like the Asian or the Chinese style hot pot. So... yeah, for us, for our side, you know, there was like, I think 4 different levels. There was the small amount of spice, medium, large amount, and then the super spicy. So for us, because, you know, Gale was like, he can't really eat spicy, but he wanted to try anyway. And honestly, Gale did a really good job of trying to handle the spice. As someone who, you know, he can't take spice. But he still attempted a lot to eat the spice. But we got a little spicy, like the smallest. We got the little spicy option. And then on the other table, they got the medium spicy option. The kids table. How was the spice for you? I mean, it wasn't spicy. Once again, I can take a lot of spice though. I can eat very spicy. So we got like mild, they got medium. Honestly, I would say, because I tried, you know, when I was talking with the boys on the other table, I tried a bit of theirs. It wasn't that different. The difference between mild and medium wasn't like that much different. And, you know, I don't know. For me, I eat a lot of hot pot as well. Yeah, I don't think, even if we got like, you know, the extra spicy, I don't think it would have been that spicy. Like, it's kind of like mild is a bit stronger than mild, but then it doesn't, the increase in level doesn't get too much, if you know what I mean. Like, it doesn't get super spicy. It'll get a little bit more, but it's I don't know. It's not like say a Thai level of spicy where you're eating like a papaya salad and then they can get to deadly levels of spicy. It's kind of like, you know, you taste it a bit more, but it's not going to be you know, super spicy. Yeah, so I don't know. It was nice. I enjoyed that dinner. The only thing is that I had to leave a bit early. Me and Ryza had to leave because we had Ryza had his stream. I think Malum actually had to leave first because he had a stream planned. So he had to leave dinner a bit early. And then me and Ryza also unfortunately had to leave a bit earlier as well. Because you know, we had to go back. Although it was really fun because we did the off collab. So for 2 reasons we kind of left early. One, Ryza already had planned his stream. And, you know, I was going to join him anyway, so, you know, we had to leave early. And we knew that, kind of while we're eating dinner, we knew that Nayu had already landed. So we kind of figured by the time we get to the battleship where we're staying, it should be around the time that, yeah, that would be around the time that, Nayu arrives as well. So then we can go see Nayu. And then, you know what happened from there? The first off collab in Ryza's room happened that night, which was super fun. That was the one, if you guys don't know, with the Nayu aiming at aiming at Ryza's nipples, and then also us making background music. And all of us trying to imitate the Minecraft villager sounds. I can never get over the image in my head of like, we were about to record it into the mic. Now you just turns around, but he just ends up facing the mirror and going, huh, to himself in the mirror. Me and Ryza just cracked up laughing because we were just going to go for it. But then you just see Nayu trying to practice off the mic. Yeah, and then Ryza trying to open the ice cream seductively, then just dropping it on his bed. There's so many things, so many dumb but fun things happen. So I'm really glad, even though we had to leave dinner early. That was such precious memories with you know, some of the Ravenous boys. So that was a lot of fun, guys. I really enjoyed that. Milk outside the fridge. Yeah, I had to put that in the fridge because I was like, why is he leave? You know, I know it's kind of cold in Japan, but it's not cold enough that you can leave milk out. You still should put milk in the fridge, especially when it's fresh milk. It's not like the long life milk. But yeah, it was a fun kind of setup because like Ryza had his mixer and microphone and like laptop on the bed, and we're just passing the microphone around to talk, almost like an interview. So that was kind of fun. It was like a very scuffed jank setup, but you know, we made it work, and I hope you guys I know a lot of you guys enjoyed it. But that was so fun. And it's I feel like those are the kind of precious memories and the bonding. It's like, you know, that family bonding time between gen mates that will really stick with me. Like, where those kind of little dumb parts is kind of what brings you closer together as, like, you know, as people, as gen mates. Just sharing those moments, like all of us, you know, cramped into like on one bed, crammed in a little hotel battleship room. Yeah, that was very fun. All right, what do we have next? Next after that, so you know, obviously after that it was late. We went to sleep. Next morning on the Wednesday. Let me see. Alright. I will double check the receipts I have to see what happened on the Wednesday. Alright, let me scroll through. Come on. What happened on Wednesday? Okay. Alright, I see it, I see it. Where did we wake up? We woke up... Oh, okay, Wednesday. I get it, okay. So, are you scrolling for pictures? I'm kind of scrolling through our chat messages and pictures of the day. I'm looking at the date, the timestamps of all of them to figure out what we were doing. Alright, so on Wednesday, what happened? If I remember correctly, me and Ryza, I think Nayu as well. Yeah, it was me, Ryza, and Nayu. We went to go meet up with the... we went to go to... I think we went... yeah, we went to go meet up with some of the Avalon boys. Was it? Wait. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yes, we met up with some of the Avalon boys around lunchtime. And, you know, we're just hanging out around, walking around. Yeah, I guess for this one, this specific place, I can tell you. Obviously, I'm going to remain vague for everything else. But we did get to, on that day, I think we did get to Akihabara. I feel like that's the only place I can actually mention by name. Because that's like, you know, the place to go hang out. In terms of like, yeah, later on as well. I think a few days later. That's also where I found the, I think that was the Psyduck that Ryza won. But, yeah, all of the boys were having lunch in Akiba. But then I had to go because I had another collab with Melum. I had the Cuphead collab with Melum. So like, while everyone was eating lunch, I had to go meet up with Mane-san, and then we went to back to the Battleship studio so that I could do the collab with Melum, which was a lot of fun. The Cuphead one. That was also like, you know, unfortunately there was a lot of scuff there where we had to start a bit later, because yeah, because we're trying to set up like the controllers, we're trying to set up the mic. Some of the mics weren't working because of like one of the wires were kind of not good, and we had to replace one of the wires and stuff. Stuff like that. It was still fun, but it was kind of like, and to get a good angle so that my phone was tracking my model as well, I had to sit like kind of leaning backwards. So I couldn't lock in properly. You know when you try locking in a game and you lean forward to try to do better? I was like, if I lean forward, the model loses tracking, so I have to just keep reclining in my seat. But that was a lot of fun as well. Yeah. So after that as well, after our off collab, that was when Nayu and Uki actually they had an off collab in the studio as well. So that's kind of when they came in, like after we finished. They came in with all the snackies and everything that we're gonna try on stream, and we decided, you know what, let's just wait for, since Nayu and I were staying in the same battleship, I was like, I'm just gonna wait for Nayu to finish and then I'll go back with him. Even though it was quite late, I was like, you know what, I have nothing better to do and the studio is kind of nice to hang out in. And you know, it was nice to see Uki and Nayu, so we were just hanging out in a separate room, like the next room over, while they were streaming. And so yeah, I think Melon was just doing some study. He was just working on some, I don't know what he was working on, some kind of thing he was studying. And I was just, you know, we were just chatting together, talking to our some of the Mane-sans as well. And then once Uki and Nayu finished, Melon is so hardworking. He is. He was studying like a good boy. But once Nayu and Uki finished, you know, we were a bit hungry. I know Mlem was really hungry by that time, so like, you know, when they finished, we went into their room and we started just eating all of their snacks. We're just like, oh, we're gonna, because obviously they weren't gonna finish it as well. And we're like, okay, snack cleanup crew. So we're like, okay, let's try these ones. Okay, we'll try these ones. I'm gonna eat these ones. All of the snacks was. And then Mane-san, dear Mane was like surprised because, you know, I was eating some of the chips and the jagariko and all of those kind of things. And she was like, oh, I didn't think someone as fit as you would be eating all of this junk. But I was like, you know what, if I'm not actively trying to like get super shredded, like I'm still quite flexible on what I eat. You know, I don't restrict myself from like eating snacks every now and then. You know, I feel like a good balance is always the best way, instead of like just cutting out everything. You gotta enjoy life, especially for food. I love food, so yeah. Speaking of which, I don't know if you mentioned it already, but what do you think of Uki? Uki is the pinnacle of grace. Uki has such nice fashion. He smells nice. He's got nice hair. His nails were like really nice. You know, I think I mentioned this before, but I literally kept grabbing his hand just to look at his nails. Because he had such nice nails. I think he got his nails done the day before or something, but they were like, you know, it was like Uki themed nails. They're like purple nails with like kind of silver. But yeah, me and Uki get along very well. Acrylic, I think they were acrylic nails. Yeah, but they were very nice. But yeah, I feel like yeah, I vibe with Uki a lot. And it's you know, it's a lot more chill. You know, it's still kind of flirty like I am with all of the ravenous boys, but it's also like kind of relaxing to be around Uki as well. Uki takes good care of himself. He does. Actually, I guess I can say it now as well. But a lot of the since I am born and everything, but a lot of the skincare I use as well were Uki's recommendations on actually which skincare to use. So I've been using those for a while. I don't think Uki would stop you from holding his hand. Definitely, especially in the sushi place that we went to eat sushi as well. Me, Nayu, Mlem, and Uki were just we were not stopping at anything. Does he have soft hands? Of course, very nice soft hands. But yeah, so you know, we got to hang out. We got to hang out for a little bit, and then it was so funny because obviously it was quite late by the time Nayu and Uki finished their collab. So you know, we had a bit of snacks. We got to hang out and talk a little bit, but then you know, we had to head back to our respective accommodations, and you know, we're waiting for Uki because Uki got a Uber. So we were all waiting on the street for Uki to get into his Uber. Then we would go to the station. And you know, when Uki's Uber was coming, you know, we were all saying bye, giving Uki big hugs before he left. And then you know, I think Nayu hugged Uki, then I gave Uki a big hug. Then it was kind of like Mlem just kind of nodded, kind of like a little bow at Uki and was like, okay, bye-bye. And then as Uki was leaving, Mlem was like, I wanted to give him a hug, but I don't know if he was comfortable with it. He was so cute. Little Mlem. And I was like, yeah, that was so adorable of Mlem. And I was like, it's okay, Uki would definitely want a hug from Mlem. And I think it was like the next day or the day after, I forgot, when we met up with Uki again. I was like, I told Uki that as well. I told Uki that Mlem wanted to give him a hug. And then, you know, of course Uki was fine with it and everything. But yeah, that was kind of adorable. Yeah, then me... I think that was actually the day. I think that was the day that... because Dia Money was also there. So we, instead of walking to the station, because the station, it's not that far, but it is still a little bit of a walk, especially late at night. So Dia Money was like, oh, since you're all getting to the station, she'll grab a taxi for all of us. And so, you know, we all got into the backseat of the taxi. I got in first, then it was Nayu in the middle, and then there was Mlem. And, you know, of course, Mlem always being cold. Yes, the taxi story. Mlem being cold was like, you know, rested his head on Nayu's shoulder. Then Nayu just looks at me and it's like, aren't you gonna do anything? I was like, okay, looks like Nayu wants more, you know. He's sometimes kind of greedy. He wants more affection. So okay, so I put my head on his shoulder as well, and I link arms with him, and then Mlem links arms with him, and then puts his hand on Nayu's lap. Then I put my hand on Nayu's lap, and then we start holding hands. So me and Mlem are holding Nayu's or each other's hands on Nayu's lap. And then you just now you just looks at Diamante and is like, Diamante, what is this? But, you know, Nai was totally the one that faced me first and asked me to do it, you know? He was like, aren't you gonna do anything? So, you know, he says, you know, he complains to Diamante, but he totally wanted it, guys. Diamante, help me from what I created? Exactly. Exactly. Not now you're saying, bruh, after he asked me to do something. And yeah, we literally stayed that way for the whole taxi ride. We're just like, okay, we're just gonna stay like this. Because it wasn't a super long taxi ride, so like, okay, we're just gonna stay like this. You can see Diamante roll her eyes. And then and then afterwards we got off at the station. I wonder how the taxi driver felt. I know. The taxi driver must have been like, what the hell is going on in my backseat? But then after that, because when we got out at the station, you know, Mlem was a bit hungry and he didn't want to be alone, you know, poor little Mlem, because he had to go in a different direction to us at the station. And since he was a bit hungry as well, then we're like, okay, you know what, let's hang out a little bit more before we go. So there's this yakitori place kind of close by to the station. So we decided to go there for some nice little skewers and a little bit of yeah. Then a little bit of drinks. Milem didn't drink anything. I don't think, yeah, we didn't really drink too much alcohol or anything. Milem didn't drink any alcohol. I only drank like one alcoholic drink or maybe two. Same as now. We weren't trying to get drunk or anything. We're just drinking and eating and just having a nice time talking. That was kind of fun. Yeah, Milem didn't drink any alcohol, but that's good for him. Honestly, like, I felt like for especially this time, no one was like really drinking a lot to get drunk or anything. It was just, you know, just having a little bit of drinks with dinner or anything, but no one was trying to get wasted or super lit or anything. Yeah, and then after that, we parted ways. Me and Nayu went back to our battleship. And that was the end of the third day. That was the end of Wednesday. Would you consider yourself a heavyweight? When it comes to drinking, I am definitely a heavyweight. I feel like I could outdrink most people, but at the same time, there's no reason to. There's no reason to, like, drinking that much alcohol is just gonna kind of, I'll kill my liver before I kill my, you know, before I pass out from alcohol. So, yeah, I feel like I can definitely drink a lot of alcohol. But most of the time, especially nowadays, like, I drink alcohol just, you know, sometimes. I only drink alcohol when I'm overseas. So I don't actually drink alcohol when I'm back in the down underworld, like right now. So if I went out with my friends now and they were drinking, I wouldn't drink. I'll just drink, you know, water or something. So, yeah. Most of the time I'll only drink when I'm overseas. Maybe I'll, you know, it could be fun every now and then, maybe to do like a drinking stream. But that's gonna be like, you know, the rare occasion rather than being able to, you know, drink all the time. I don't drink very much. Are the drinks bad down under? They're not bad. They're kind of expensive, but it's more just like just something I do. I don't really drink too much when I'm here anymore. I used to drink a lot, but then, you know, I decided, you know what, I'm gonna be healthy. And then welcome, Anne. How's it going? Hope your lion dance training went well. Endurance drinking stream until pass out. I don't think that's the best thing. The only thing as well is for drinking, I feel quite confident in being able to handle my alcohol. So like, even if I drank on stream, I feel quite confident that I would still be okay to not say anything super bad. Like, I would still be in control. I'm not gonna get bonked by the Dark Overlords. But I feel like, you know, it's always kind of risky when, I guess, if you're drinking with, like, if I drink with the other Ravenous members or, like, just other people in general, you know, it's always risky because not everyone reacts to alcohol the same way. Some people, when, you know, when they're drunk or tipsy, don't make the best judgments as well. So, yeah, I'll have to see. It would be fun maybe to do a drinking stream here or there, but it would either have to be by myself or with someone like Zanny or someone who can, like, Zanny or Gale, or someone who can hold their alcohol and isn't going to accidentally say the wrong things on stream. Yeah, better safe than sorry. There's rage games, and if you fall, you take a shot. I mean, I don't think I'll be taking that many shots. Are you happy drunk or sad drunk? I feel like most of the time I'm a happy drunk. I don't really get like drunk. Sometimes I get tipsy. But you know, for me, especially, okay, so I'm that type of friend in most drinking situations. Say I'm with all my friends and we all go drinking. At the end of the night, I will be the one, even if I'm tipsy, I'm the one taking care of all the others. That's literally me every time. Me making sure everyone's okay, me taking care of all the other drunk people, cleaning up, doing all of those kind of things. I'm that friend, guys. I'm especially most of the time, because in the down underworld I don't really drink that much. I do, you know, I normally am the driver. I mean, just in general, I am normally if we go on a road trip or anything, everyone always tells me to drive because I guess, you know, they feel safe with my driving. Will you take care of me? Of course, Iki. If you ever get drunk, I would take care of you. Even if you're not drunk, I would take care of you. But yeah, I'm kind of that friend, guys. I will always, even if I drink normally, even if I drink as much as everyone else, I will end up being the one that kind of takes care of everyone, making sure, you know, people have a place on the floor, couch to sleep, making sure all of the trash goes into the trash and like washing the dishes and stuff. So yeah, that is that's the kind of like friend I am. That's the kind of drunk friend I am. Yeah. Alright, where was I? What happened next? What happened on Thursday? Okay, Thursday was the day. Oh. Thursday, I believe, was the day of the can we call, I'm not sure if it's considered legendary now, but it was the day of that off collab, guys. It was that off collab. The the infamous off collab, guys. Yeah, it was that day. Wait, what did I do during the day? Let me double check what I did during the day before that, though. Because that was at nighttime. That was during the night. But what did I do during the day? Let me check the messages. The competitive yaoi collab, yes. That one, the competitive yaoi off collab. Let's see. Oh, okay. So for this day, this was a fun day. That was hot. Hello, Ryza. Yes, that was such a fun stream. But on that day, I actually got to hang out with Ryza the whole day on that day, because I believe that's when they had the Cass, Lucy, Nayu, and Nelum had the off collab Mario Party. So that's when all of them were doing the Mario Party collab. During the day. So me and Ryza actually went out. We actually visited our special spot again. Yeah, we visited our special place that we went to the first time. Well, at least around there. We didn't go to the exact same spot, but we were around that place, you know, the special spot. And, you know, good memories. Oh, that's also where, Ryza. That's where Ryza got his that's where I saw the slowpoke in the crane game machine. I was like, Ryza, slowpoke, look, you have to get it. Then Ryza was the unfortunately made the mistake of saying, you know, I do have about 3 plushies worth of space in my suitcase. And I was like, okay, you know what? You're getting both Slowpoke and Psyduck. That is my mission. You are not leaving Japan without those 2. So we saw the Slowpoke and I was like, you know what? And Rise was like, I'm not sure. And you know, I was kind of like, oh, just one try. Let's see how strong the claw is. You never know. It might be really good. So Ryza puts in some coins. He tries it, and it's actually, you know, decent. It picks up the Slowpoke. And like, oh, that was really close. You gotta try again. This is a strong claw. But actually, the first Slowpoke, the Slowpoke he got it really fast. I think it only took him 7 turns to get the Slowpoke. So that was actually doing pretty well. So yeah. Oh wait. Yeah. Yeah, 7 turns, which was, you know, relatively cheap actually. To get the Slowpoke. So that was definitely worth it. I think the Psyduck was a bit more of a struggle. I feel like Slowpoke, because the shape of Slowpoke, it kind of made it kind of easier to yeah. It kind of made it easier for Slowpoke to tip over the edge, and you know, because Slowpoke was really long. Psyduck was a bit of a harder Psyduck was a bit of a harder win. What do you mean just 7? 7's really good for a big prize. We're talking about the big prizes here. Those was like it's like, say, the size bigger than my head. I guess the plushies were a little bigger than my head. That's how big the plushies were. We're not talking about like tiny little plushies. So 7 tries for like the big plushies is actually really good. Psyduck, I'm not going to mention how many tries Psyduck took. It kind of like evened out maybe the Slowpoke. But Psyduck may have been, because actually I think it was kind of I think we decided to go to Akiba again later on, because we're at a special spot, and we're like, okay, let's go back to Akiba and see some of the yeah, let's get back to Akiba and try some of the other crane game machines to see what's there, because sometimes they're better in Akiba as well. But on the way, we passed by the same crane machine that Ryza won the Slowpoke, and they had Psyduck there this time. And we're like, well, you won before, right? We know that you can technically win. You know, because he just won the Slowpoke there earlier in the day. So we're like, you know what? It's the same machine. Maybe he can win the Psyduck. So he tried for a bit. Unfortunately, he was close, but he couldn't win the Psyduck from that machine. You know, which, yeah. So we're like, you know what? Let's not spend too much money here. We'll go check in Akiba and we'll see. We'll see if there's any other ones that have a different kind of crane claw machine. Close to what? I will not say how many turns it took, okay? But you know, once we got to the Akiba, we found another Psyduck, and that's when it took 15 tries to get to get the Psyduck. But you know, that was still pretty good overall. So, you know, at the end of the day, Ryza was happy because, you know, we went back to our battleship after that to rest. And, you know, during the whole off collab, Ryza was just hugging his Ryza was hugging the plushies, so you know what, he liked those plushies. Those were good. So they'd be thick like his juicy bites. Are you sure you're happy, Ryza? Blink if you're not. He was super happy. He was hugging those plushies, you know, almost the whole time we were doing the off collab. The only time he wasn't hugging the plushies was when, like, sussy stuff was going on. Not even sussy, it wasn't that sussy. Maybe Nayu was being sussy, but you know. That's kind of like, we were waiting for Nayu to finish, because Nayu was playing Mario Party at the studio battleship, which was kind of far away. So we just waited for him to come back before we started the off collab. So I just set up the stream in my room because I had my laptop. Then I borrowed Ryza's microphone. It was just one microphone. We had to turn it up and just point it towards the bed. Because, you know, this time Ryza had a stand for the microphone as well. So, like, just so that we didn't have to hold it the entire time like we did the first time. You know, we had this set up, and then Nayu came, and then that was the off collab, guys. Why did I came into Nayu being sussy? He's always been sussy. It's just Nayu is sussy with his actions rather than his words, you know? He'll say one thing with his words, but his actions totally different. Weren't you the one that slapped Nayu's booty? What do you mean only Nayu was being sussy? I mean, I'm not saying only Nayu was being sussy, but Nayu was being sussy. Look, the reason I slapped Nayu's booty is, me and Ryza was sitting, like, you know, Nayu was in the middle. Ryza was to the right of Nayu, I was to the left of Nayu. And, you know, I turn around. Nayu is kind of lying down. He's got his butt sticking up in the air, twerking at us. Like, I didn't have a choice at that point. It wasn't up to me. It was fate, alright? It was the crossing of fates between his booty and my hand. It's not like I could, you know, I turn around, I see that. What else is this Oni going to do? What do you mean you didn't have a choice? Look, I am not God's strongest soldier. He was really throwing it back? He was. Ask Ryza. He was moving that thing. Your hand moved on its own. Yes, exactly. I couldn't help it, you know. I wish I was strong enough. I did on impulsive thoughts. Competitive yaoi, yeah. You know. That's how it was. I mean, you know, if you want the details of that, I won't go into it now. You can just watch the stream. The stream is still there. It did not get nuked. The stream is still up, okay, guys? So if you ever want a good laugh, that stream will be there, hopefully for all time. But that is definitely a stream of all time. Now he isn't even here to defend himself. He was there to defend himself during the stream. But Nayu was, I feel like Nayu honestly was being the sussiest out of all of us. Not that we weren't being sussy, you know. I was also being a bit sussy. I can't deny that. But like, you know, Nayu would be like running his legs up my legs, or he would be like, you know, grabbing Ryza's arm and like sandwiching Ryza's arm right between Nayu's thighs. Like, Nai was kind of, he was kind of crazy there. So, yeah. Once again, if you want to know the details, just watch the VOD. It's still there. Okay, at least you don't deny it, but yes, he was being a little freaky. Yes, he was. I feel like, Rise is a body pillow to him. How Nayu wore shorts? He did. He was wearing pretty short shorts. Of course, gotta show off Nayu's got very nice legs, so, you know what? Might as well show them off. Might as well show them off. Nayu always sussy? True. Yeah, Nayu has really nice legs. Write that down. Write that down, chat. Adzentures, write that down. Nayu has really nice legs. If you gotta flaunt it, go off exactly. But yeah, honestly, I did not I thought the off collab would be kind of like, you know, the previous one, which was a little sussy, but not that sussy. We were just, you know, making background noises. We were, you know, imitating Minecraft villages. That's honestly how I thought the off collab would go. I have no idea how the off collab became what it was. No one even drank on that day. None of us had a sip of alcohol. We were sober as hell. I don't know how that off collab happened. But to be honest, that is kind of how we that's kind of how we always act around each other anyway. I've never felt a smoother inner thighs in my life. True, very true. But yeah, that once again, that goes into the core memory. That's the core memory. It was so much fun just being able to hang out with Rise and Nayu like that. In the hotel room, all cramped up. It was, you know, maybe a little sussy, but honestly, just I feel like that's one of the moments that's gonna stick with me for a very, very long time. Now you must be having a nightmare right now? Nah, it's fine. It's fine. I know Nayu has a when is it? It's on Thursday, right? I think on Thursday he's got a Japan trip Zatsu. I will try to see if I can wake up for that, and so that I can tell what happened once again. 3 boys in 1 room, 1 bed. What are they doing? Stay tuned and find out. But look, everything I'm saying, I can back up. We have 2 against 1 right here, okay? Ryza and me saw the same thing. Nayu's just the one in denial, okay? He may say other things, but we have the majority witness here. And how was your 2024? I partook in competitive yaoi with the boys. Yes, that is a thing. Competitive yaoi is a thing. Both saw and felt. There we go. See, Ryza and me, both of us, you know, the oldest members of, like, you know, Ryza's millions of years old. I'm thousands of years old. You can trust us, guys. 2 against 1. Exactly. 2 witnesses versus 1. No say so, only say sus. Democracy has it against Nayu. You know what? I'm just telling the truth here. I'm just telling it what happened, okay? Nayu... Nayu's so funny. Sometimes he'll be like, no, stop. What are you doing? And he's the one, like, running his legs on us. Yeah, I really wish Millennium was actually meant to be there in person, but unfortunately, you know, schedules got a bit mixed up, and he was kind of far away, and we kind of realized that he wouldn't make the last train home if he made it to the off collab as well. So it was a little hard. Like, me and Ryza honestly were fine to pay for his taxi home, but you know, because he kind of made that decision when he was at the studio, you know, he didn't come. I wish Millennium came. I would have 100% just paid for a taxi for him or an Uber or something so that he could go home. But I guess I wasn't. Me and Ryzen weren't there when he was making that decision. But he was meant to be there. He was meant to be in the room with us. That would have just escalated everything times 100, guys. Maybe you guys just weren't ready for that yet. That might have been I'm not sure what would have happened to the VOD if Millennium was actually there. But yeah, that was so much fun. And then obviously that ended. We went to bed once more. Then we woke up for the Friday. Okay, Friday was the day of the collab. Which was at nighttime. What did we do during the day? Let me just quickly check what I did. That was on the 13th, Friday. Alright, I'm just trying to check what we did 13th Friday. Okay, I don't have any messages. What did we actually do? Maybe I'll check these messages. Actually, I don't think we did too much during the day. Yeah, I think actually Friday I was kind of, you know, because of the competitive yaoi that happened the day before. Or the night before, I should say. I realized that, yeah, I was kind of tired, so I think I kind of had a little bit of a sleep in. Well, I didn't really sleep in, but I did... I decided not... I think Ryza was gonna go out and hang out with some of the boys, or he was gonna go out and just go to the studio a bit earlier. But I decided to just rest in bed so I could recover my energy and stuff, because we had the karaoke at that night. But then I ended up going to the studio a bit early anyway. You know, I met up with Ryza at the studio. And then, you know, we just got to hang out there. Then slowly the other boys started coming in. The Avalon boys arrived. The some of the other Ravenous boys, I think, you know, arrived. Then the Holostars boys arrived. And that's where, I think that's when I met Shinri. We got to meet, because Shinri only appeared, I think he only landed on that day or the day before. But that's when I got to meet Shinri. And then, yeah, we had this super fun karaoke as well. Yeah. First impressions of Shinri, honestly, he's exactly how you imagine, like super chill. He's a very sweet guy. I don't know, he's just got that like nice chill vibe to be around, you know. When you meet him, you kind of just feel at ease. And his voice, he's got such a nice voice to listen to. It's like, you know, he's deep Shinri voice. He's just a chill guy, yeah. Shinri bass vocals definitely carried during the... Yeah, you could definitely hear that as well. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, the whole karaoke, honestly, and just being able... Like, I said it before as well, but just being able to be in that room, listening to everyone sing, being able to just enjoy the atmosphere and just like, you know, everyone having so much fun. Like, that was, honestly, that was one of the kind of really special moments of us just being in that room together with this crazy setup. I don't even know how many VTubers there were in that collab, but there's so many of us, and you know, with like all these tracking and everything going on. But yeah, that was really fun. The only thing is, I didn't realize for the karaoke, you know, they would kind of play the instrumental out loud to us. So like, you know, everyone in the room could hear it. It's kind of like surround sound. We could hear the instrumental being played. But I thought kind of like, you know, if you get to a karaoke room, how you see, you know, the karaoke videos where it shows you the lyrics and it has the timing of it, you know, what part you're meant to be singing when it will highlight, you know, just the normal karaoke kind of videos that you'd expect. But for us, it's pretty much just the instrumental would play, then most people would just look up the lyrics on their phone, and then they would just sing along to the instrumental. So it was kind of yeah. But for me, I didn't realize that as well. At first, at least, when I was submitting different songs that I wanted to, I thought I wanted to sing as well. Yeah, I requested specifically because me and Uki didn't really know the song that well, but I really liked the song, the Kimi no Shiranai Monogatari. I really liked that song, but I didn't know it too well. So I requested that, can I have the guide melody? Because obviously, sometimes if you don't know a song well enough and you just listen to the instrumental, it can be hard to figure out where to start or like where you are. Especially, you know, some songs do have like a proper like, you know, some songs are much easier to follow when to each line starts than others. But unfortunately for the song that I chose, definitely without the guide melody, it didn't really have much in a way of telling us where we were. And so, especially at the beginning, we were just like, I was kind of waiting and listening for kind of when the guide melody would start, then I was gonna sing along with that. Then I realized that, oh, wait, the song should have started. Oh wait, no, they put the non-guide melody version in here. And then when I kind of realized that, I was like, okay, wait, no, then where are we now? And it was kind of hard to find exactly what place in the song we were. And then we're trying to like look for, okay, where's this? And yeah, so my bad on that. I should have double checked as well, to make sure that the instrumental had the guide melody, because you know, the Mane-san said okay when I asked them, but you know, next time I'll know to just double check, just in case. You and Lucy's duet was breathtaking. I mean, honestly, anything with Lucy singing is gonna be breathtaking. Let's be honest, guys. Anything with Lucy singing is just gonna be, it's always gonna be breathtaking. I mean, you know, I was, you know, because we decided he was gonna kind of do the higher version, I was gonna do the lower version, to sing together. But yeah, honestly, singing together, like, you know, even just having the chance to sing with Lucy, that was like a huge I guess that was a huge moment for me as well, where I kind of realized, holy crap, I get to sing with Lucy. Because, like, you know, Lucy honestly is like one of my favorite singers. I really look up to him a lot. And so, just being able to sing a song with him as well, that was kind of a special moment. Yeah. But, it definitely, singing with him as well, it kind of, it's kind of like, I really do want to, it makes me want to improve so much more. You know, kind of, I know he's not gonna see it this way and you guys won't, but it's kind of like, to be quote unquote like worthy of singing with someone like that good, I don't want to, you know, sing with someone and drag them down, if you know what I mean. So like, it really does, you know, push me to really want to improve as well. Yeah, it's motivation to get better at singing. So like, thankfully for me, it does motivate me to want to get better, instead of like, I'm not the type that go, okay, I'll never sing again. I'm never singing again because I'm not good enough. It's kind of that other thing where like, oh crap, I know I'm not good enough, but I do want to be good enough to be able to sing and, you know, make things better. Like, with me singing with him, rather than making it worse, if you know what I mean. Yeah. But, yeah, that's why, even though, once again, I feel like singing is, I feel like, the only thing that gets me nervous. You know, because I know I'm not where I want to be yet. I know I'm not, you know, it's kind of that thing where I want to be good, but I know I'm kind of not the greatest at the moment, but I'm still improving it, and I definitely have seen myself improve over the last few months. But, yeah. I would definitely keep trying to improve, guys. I can't wait to, push myself to do karaoke streams. Definitely, I would try in January sometime. We would try doing an archive karaoke. The only way to improve is to do it. Yes, that's very true. I can't keep postponing it. So definitely in January, I would do a karaoke. But I feel like definitely for me, I'm always going to feel like, at least for now, because I guess I'm also kind of, you know, harsh on myself. But, you know, I feel like regardless of how I sing during the karaoke, you guys are gonna say I do good. Even if I screw up and sing completely off key, I feel like you guys will be like, "Ah, you did so good." But yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's still a very scary kind of thing. But I will push through and do it. Definitely, I want to do a karaoke. I want to do an English karaoke, so we'll be unarchived in January. And I think around my birthday in March, hopefully by then, I would have learned enough Japanese songs to do a proper archived Japanese karaoke, so that it can stay as well. Progress is progress. Yeah, at least you guys can see the progress of my singing. And because I do aim to practice a lot and keep trying to improve, hopefully you guys can, you know, be with me on my singing journey. And, you know, you guys can see how much I improve. You know, whether that's, you know, perhaps just the confidence of singing or just my actual singing skills itself. But, yeah. Oh, Valentine's Day karaoke. You know what? That might be a thing we can do. Cause not gonna lie, I do listen to a lot of kind of sad or like, you know, those kind of love songs. I do like a lot of those kind of songs, like the acoustic kind of songs. You know, any song with a guitar and everything. So you know what? I feel like I could select quite a few songs for like a Valentine's Day karaoke. So yeah, maybe we can do that. You can do White Day. White Day is a bit close to my birthday, so I'll mostly be doing a birthday karaoke instead of White Day, since White Day is 1 week after my birthday. So who knows, we might do that as well. But we will see. Sappy Valentine's Day love song karaoke. Yeah, we could do that. I feel like, yeah, January would be like just a let's do random song karaoke just so that I get the nerves away. February would be a love song Valentine's Day karaoke. And yeah, you know what? Then March can be a birthday and White Day joint kind of karaoke. Hopefully archive Japanese songs. I do have the songs. I have selected 8 songs that I'm trying to learn right now. So I do have the songs. I'm just, you know, trying to listen to them more, sing along so that I get more used to it. Once per month. Yeah, most probably at least once per month for the first 3 months. For January, February, March, we'll at least have it once a month. Yeah. Why didn't you sing First Love Utano Hikaru? I mean, you know, because there were so many boys there as well, we could only pick 3 different songs. You know, 3 songs each. And for me, I picked Wherever You Are with Lucy. I picked you know, Kimi no Shiranai Monogatari with Uki. And I also picked Snow Halation with Lucy, Shinri, and Risa at the end. Although, you know, everyone sang that song as well. But, you know, I picked 3 songs already. But because there were so many boys, you know, we couldn't, you know, obviously go pick 10 songs each. Otherwise, it would have taken like 10 hours of karaoke. But yeah, that was the 3 songs I at least picked. So yeah. Those 3 songs would definitely be will mostly be in the Japanese songs that I will sing for like my birthday karaoke. At least those 3, like Wherever You Are, Snow Halation, and Kimi no Shiranai Monogatari will be 3 of the 8 songs. So yeah. Let's get Altus Love Live era. I've already picked out my songs though. The only thing is some of the songs are a bit challenging as well. But I do want to also pick songs that I think are a bit out of my level at the moment, so that hopefully I can, you know, even if I don't nail them the first time, hopefully a few karaoke's down the road, a few months down the road, you will see that I do improve, and when I finally do nail those songs, at least we have a comparison of where I started versus kind of where I finished, the like, you know, versus where I actually did the song justice as well. Do you prefer singing more slow songs or like upbeat songs? I guess a bit of both, I guess. I don't know. Maybe, to be honest, I guess maybe slower songs in general, but like I do like a mix of them as well. You'll be able to look back and see your improvement. Yes, hopefully. Hopefully we'll be able to look back. So yeah, definitely we'll be trying to practice more and hopefully improving. And hopefully you guys see the improvement as well. But guys, definitely for the January karaoke, I'm gonna be nervous as hell. So just pretend that you don't just pretend you don't notice, okay guys? Just pretend you don't notice if my voice is shaking or anything for the karaoke. Too kawaikute gomen. You know what? I'm not sure if I can do that. I will have to see, but I wonder if I can I wonder if I can learn a song and be able to sing with Onimaru instead. Do a song. Maybe Onimaru can learn one song. For, you know what, maybe he will practice as well. We will see. I'm not sure about how... We will see if Onimaru can sing during the karaoke. I've never heard him sing. We will test it out in private. We'll see how well Onimaru sings. I mean, I've heard him sing Happy Birthday. That's about it. But that might actually be a kind of cute thing if we can... Maybe for one of the songs, I will add in and I'll try learn an extra song. Well, Onimaru will try learn one song in the karaoke for you guys. Yeah. Onimaru singing training arc. Okay, I will try and make that happen, guys. We will see. But during the... At least... Yeah, for the birthday karaoke, I'll see if he can learn a song to sing to you guys. Oshimaru. He could sing me Twinkle Twinkle Little Star and I'll try the entire Naruto into existence. I don't know how an Onimaru Altus do it. I mean, I feel like maybe I could if there's enough space between the lines. So it might have to be a slower song. Maybe. That could be a thing. I'll have to test that out. Yeah. You know what? Maybe I'll make a post later on as well, guys. I'll make a post on Twitter, and you guys can give me suggestions for songs, cute songs Onimaru can sing. Although they will have to be Japanese. Or by a Japanese... They can be English as long as they're by a Japanese singer. But just so that I can, you know, try to pick out a cute song for him. You can alternate between verses and choruses, very true. And I guess you could, you can, yeah, I'll do the posts maybe tomorrow sometime, but I guess you can also tell me, you know, if there's any duets you think that me and Onimaru could sing together. And we'll see if we can make it happen. Yeah, alright. Anyway, it's getting late, so let me recount the last day, guys. So, you know, we had Friday, we had the karaoke. I think after the karaoke, me... I think it was me, Ryza, Nayu, and Uki. Yeah. Me, Ryza, Nayu, Uki, and Mlem. We all went to go eat dinner afterwards, because the Holostars boys had to leave, because they live quite far away. And then the Avalon boys also live further away, so they had to go. But the 5 of us went to go eat some sushi. And that was kind of chill there. Nothing much happened there. We were kind of, you know, it was late at night, we were kind of tired, so we all just, you know, got something to eat, then we all eventually went home. Although, that was like, on the way back to our... Didn't you do the bit? No, that was the next day. That was the final day. So, on the way back, it was me, Nayu, and Ryza going back to our battleship. And it was... That was like the first time I've seen like a crowded Japanese train. Like we were squished in, you know, we were squished in like, there's so many people on the train. We were all squished against the wall. Could not move at all. That was a crazy experience. Like, you know, I've been in, you know, I've obviously, because I've traveled to Japan or Beruda for quite a few times now, I have been in crowded trains before where, like, it's crowded and, you know, you get shuffled around a bit. But that was, like, next level. Kind of like you think it's already, okay, there's no room to move. And then you feel more people, like, pushing into the train. And, like, you just feel everyone, like, squeezing into each other. Like, you know, because, you know, I've seen crowded packed trains where, like, you can't see any empty spot at all and everyone's taking up every standing spot. But this was, like, next level. Like, you're actually, like, pushing into everyone around you. Like, there's no personal space at all. So, yeah. So, yeah, I felt like that was my first time experiencing the true Japanese rush hour, kind of just getting squished into a train. But yeah, and then on the final day, on Saturday, because my plane was actually quite late. It was like at 11 p.m. or something, like 10:30, 11, something like that. Like around 11 p.m. at night. So I still had the whole of Saturday free. Ryza had to leave early, unfortunately, because he had an earlier flight with some of the other Avalon members. So on Saturday, we checked out of the battleship we were staying in, and I went to meet up with Mlem, Uki, and Nayu again. And that's where, like, once again we went to have sushi, just because, we're like, okay, well, we're not gonna get good sushi for a while until we're back here, so might as well just have sushi once more. And that's kind of when I'm not sure who you've heard it from. Maybe Nayu said it, maybe Milem said it, maybe Uki said it. But that was the sushi place, because the elevator up to the sushi place, on the way down, that was the time that I covered on Nayu. That's when I covered on Nayu. That was the elevator when I covered on him. Yeah. Alright. You know why I like Mount Fuji? It's because it has you and I in it. But yeah, we got a booth. So we went to the sushi place. And we had a kind of private booth. It wasn't like private, but it was our own little booth next to like the sushi place. And we're just eating, but that kind of got a little unhinged as well. I don't know why. It's like things always start getting a bit sussy or freaky every time we hang out together. But yeah, I was, Uki was sitting on one side. There was Uki and me. On the other side, there was Nayu and Malum. So it was all four of us, kind of like in a booth. And then I don't know what was happening. Boys just can't help themselves. You were sussy. Just a normal occurrence, yeah. Imagine passing by your booth and just witnessing what was going on. The thing is, our booth was kind of like at the end of the row. So it's not like, people would only pass our booth if they were going to our booth. It's not like you just walk past, because it's kind of like a dead end where we were. So thankfully, there wasn't really anyone like walking past our booth. But yeah. Oh, so I mean, it's kind of secluded. It's not like people couldn't really see us. But I guess when we're all together, it was just everyone else just disappears when it was just the four of us. Say when in public, but the boys got their way. That is very true. Tunnel vision real. When you're with the boys, All you see is the boys as well. What happened in Japan stays in Japan. Yeah, I feel like, you know, it depends who it is, but you know, me, Nayu, Mlem, Uki, we're all, you know, in a way sort of touchy. A little bit touchy. But yeah, it was just us making jokes. Me flexing half the time. I guess that was the time that I was doing the peck dance, the booba dance, as well. Yeah, we were joking as well that you know how I was joking about for the 3D, if I can't find a 3D suit big enough, then I'll just put the dots on my body. I was like, I wonder if they can if they put the dots on my pecs and I did a pec dance, if it could track track the movement. And then I started doing the pec dance. Then you know, Uki, obviously being very concerned about my safety, needed to check my heartbeat when I was doing the pec dance. And then after that, I can't, you know what? It's all kind of a blur what happened. There was a lot of flexing, touching. Me and Melum, that's kind of where me and Melum compared hand sizes as well. You know, well, like, I wonder how big our hands are. Like everyone's hands, I guess. Malum has, once again, Malum has yaoi hands, guys. Malum has very, very, very long fingers. He's definitely got some yaoi hands on him. I think Malum's hands, if I remember, I think they were bigger than Uki and Nayu's hands. He's got like really long fingers. Yeah, Melum has some yaoi hands, guys. He's got, you know, bigger hands than Roscoe, I think Melum said. I feel like he would have bigger hands than a lot of Ravelum. He's got pianist fingers. Yeah, he's like spider fingers, sort of like that. He's got like long, thin fingers. Long, skinny fingers, yes. He's got those yaoi hands. The long, elegant fingers. Yeah, I guess that's a better way to put them. Long, elegant fingers. Yeah. That's Mlem's hands. Yeah. I mean, 5.8 is not that short, average for even a guy. True. Wait, how tall is Mlem in centimeters again? 170... What was his height? Can't remember. 172? 174? 72? 72. Okay. Yeah, 172. Yeah, I guess, I mean, technically it's not that short. Yeah, but I think comparing, I mean, you guys will see, eventually we're all gonna do a hand cam, so you will see all of our hand sizes in comparison as well. I mean, 172 isn't short, but then, you know, some of the other boys, some of us are just a bit taller, you know. I'm 183, but with my horn I'm 189, if you definitely include my horn, of course, guys. But yeah, you know what, I'm not sure about Nyx's hand size. I guess, you know, we'll have to check the next time all of the Ravenous boys are together. 172 is around 5657. How's the view from... You know what? I honestly don't even feel that tall. There's taller people. Like Gale's taller than me, right? And then everyone else is like similar height. He can change his hand size with his attachments. That is very true. I'm sure he could. I mean, that's only his left hand, right? His left hand's a cyborg hand. His right hand's still just a normal hand. So he can at least change one hand size. How's the air up there? I mean, Zanny as well. He also has his horns and everything. Zanny is quite a tall being as well. He's gonna have one dainty hand and one yaoi hand. Yeah, but I think honestly, yeah, I feel like Mlem would honestly have one of the biggest hands in Avalem, Ravelem, out of all the 10 Ravelem boys. Kind of funny that Mlem's like the tiniest, but he also might have almost one of the biggest hands. Maybe not the biggest, but like one of the biggest hands. It's funny, it's just like, it's crazy how long his fingers are. Oh, small. Because, yeah, like, even when he compared his hands to mine, honestly, our hands were almost the same size. It's just funny that, like, if you look at the palm ratio to, like, finger ratio, you know, his palm ends much earlier than my palm, but then his fingers are, like, so long. So, you know, we have almost, like, in terms of length at least, almost like the same size, yeah. 90% fingers. That is Mlem. Yeah. I think it's the funny thing is, like, you know, if you see by hand length, me and Mlem are actually kind of similar in hand size, but then if you look at like the hand, what would you call it? Thickness. Maybe thickness, like, I don't know how to call it. Like, if I make a fist, or just the size of my wrist, or anything, if you compare that, then there's a big difference. But yeah, hand girth. Yes, the girth of our hands. There's a big difference there, but like in the length itself, I think me and Mlema almost have the same length hands. We're talking about hands, yes. Then, you know, of course, all of us, me, Nayu, Uki, Mlem, when we're talking about hand sizes or comparing hand sizes, then we start holding each other's hands. Yeah, so that's kind of the... I forgot what other things. I'm sure we did other sussy stuff there. I can't even remember what we did. I'm sure Mlem would have been able to recount it much better because he pretty much had a stream straight after that whole incident, being able to tell you guys what happened. But yeah, on our way back down, from eating sushi, we went back down. That's when I covered on Nayu in the elevator, and then then Mlem and Uki were both like, when's our turn? So you know, I owe both of them a kabedon. I have to kabedon Uki and Mlem sometime. Next time I'm in an elevator with them. And then after that, we did a bit of shopping around the area we were in, because I think Nayu was looking for some clothes as well. But then Nayu and Uki had to leave because they had an off collab, so they had to leave. What makes you want to comment on him? I don't know. We just got in the elevator and Nayu was just standing with his back against the wall. He was just standing there in the elevator with the back against his wall. I had to do it, you know. Once again, I didn't have a choice in these things. Sometimes my body just acts. It's just an impulse, just because. Yeah. But yeah, Nayu and Uki had to leave, so it was just me and Mlem. Not God's strongest soldier for real. Yeah, and so it was just me and Mlem, and I had until like quite late in the day, I had a bit of time to kill before I had to go back to the studio, so that, you know, I could catch the train with Mane-san back to the airport. So me and Mlem, we did a little bit of shopping. Mlem bought a new jacket. You know, we found a nice warm jacket for him so he wasn't freezing all the time. Poor little boy. He's always so cold, so lucky we got him a nice thick jacket. And then I think that, yeah, then after that we went to we went to where did we, yeah, we went to Ikebukuro for a little date. Cause yeah, Mlem wanted to sell some of his Pokemon cards, and you know, we just had to just went to look around. Yeah. So yeah, Lem had some Pokemon cards he wanted to sell. So, you know, we decided, you know what, let's go look around Ikebukuro. If you don't know, that's kind of like the it's like the BL. It's like Akiba. Akihabara is like the it's also like, you know, a kind of weeb central, but more targeted towards guys. So there's a lot of like, you know, pictures of like all of the anime girls. But in Ikebukuro, it's kind of the opposite. It's still the weeb land, but more targeted towards girls. So it has like all of the BL stuff, all of the you know, all of the yaoi stuff, idol stuff. Lots of doujin shops, yes. Yeah. But, you know, me and Mlem just kind of walked around that area. We checked some card shops out. Just, you know, went to a few different places. Visited the Pokemon Center there as well. Just because I wanted to see if they had any more of the new EV packs as well on sale. Unfortunately, when we got to the Pokemon Center, it was, the EV packs were all sold out. Yeah. that was kind of sad, because I did want to buy some, but then we're like, okay, well, we're waiting in line anyway, so I might as well just buy some of the other packs. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna buy a few boosters, and you know what, we can just open them together. Just for fun. Me, like, you know, I was like to Milam, you know what, let's just open some booster packs together. I'm gonna buy like 10 booster packs or something, since it was kind of cheap. And we got to the counter at the Pokemon Center, and then okay, so we got to the counter and we saw that the EV cards were sold out. And then there was this, like, behind the counter, the guy there was this cute Japanese guy, who was, you know, working at the Pokemon Center. He was, you know, he was just selling the cards and stuff. And I just kind of point out, like, you know, because me and Melon were talking English with each other, obviously. So I just kind of like pointed at the things. I pointed at, you know, the booster packs I wanted. I was like, can I get 5 of this and 5 of this? Because, you know, I'm pretty sure he could tell that we were speaking English, because like when we got to the counter, because we were speaking English to each other, you know, he was like, oh, you know, how can I help you kind of thing. But he said it in English. And his English was pretty good as well. And so, you know, I just said, oh, can I have 5 of these ones, 5 of those ones? And then he was like, he paused for a second. Then I was like, oh, wait. He looks at me and is like, oh, where are you from? I was like, oh, I'm from the Down Underworld. And he was like, oh, I was born in the Down Underworld. But, yeah. He was super cute. He was like, I hope you get good cards. I hope you pull good cards. And everything. But yeah. That's so sweet. He was super friendly as well. Cute my heart, I know. Fellow Underworldian. Yeah. He was like very, very nice. Did you get discounts? No discounts. But you know what? He was cute, so it's fine. And you know, he was extra friendly. So yeah. And then after that, you know, me and Mlem, we kind of went off to the side to you know, because we had time to kill, we're just waiting until I had to go. So we opened we were just opening the Pokemon packs, and we're like, okay, we'll take 1 booster each and we'll just have a little gacha luck showdown. So like we'll pick 1 pack each and we'll open it and we'll like put down 1 card at a time, like this one, this one, this one. And for some reason with those packs, I got super lucky. I think I got like 3 out of like the 10 packs, I pulled 5 of them. And I think I got about 4 art rares. Like I got 4 art rare cards. It was kind of crazy gacha luck. And Mlem unfortunately didn't really get anything. I mean, but like, you know. I was just like, oh god, okay. Art rare, okay, another art rare, another art rare. It's not like they were like super expensive ones or anything, but it's always cool seeing like art rares as well. Because I enjoy collecting the cards. But yeah, after that we're kind of like, okay, we got a bit more time to kill, since I had like an hour or so left before I had to go to the airport. So yeah, we decided, you know what, with the time we have left, why don't we just find a nice cafe and just sit down and you know, chill at the cafe. So like for the ending part, it was just me and Lem. We found a nice cafe, which I don't know, it kind of turns out like whenever we go to a place, it's not busy. We go sit down, we suddenly turn around and all of a sudden it's like super packed and crowded. Whenever we're leaving, there's always like a crowd at the door. But yeah, I had a nice coffee date with Melum. He ordered a hot chocolate, and I ordered I got just black coffee, but I had like, it was like a black coffee float, so they had ice cream in it. Yeah, it wasn't like a super special cafe or anything, but it was nice enough. And it seemed to be quite popular, so I guess it was decent as well. But yeah, that was kind of fun. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention as well, when we were saying goodbye to Nayu, in when we were, you know, just before he left to go to Uki's off collab, Nayu gave like all of us a kiss on the cheek. When he was saying bye, because you know, that's kind of like, was saying bye, and then he gave us all a kiss on the cheek. Don't let him deny you that. He 100% did that on his own volition, okay guys? No one forced him to do anything. He wanted to give us all kisses before we left. Then where was mine? Cass, I wish we got to hang out more. It was so sad that the Evelyn battleship was so far from the Ravenous battleship. It's okay. Maybe next time we can all give you kisses, Cass. Okay. But yeah, honestly, that was so fun. Just being able to hang out with everyone. Once again, I wish everyone was a bit closer together, like in physical locations. So it would have been because you know when you stay together, even if you don't hang out all the time, it's just those little things about like hanging out at breakfast or just meeting in the lobby where you just get those like little moments to be with each other. I feel like there's you know, always nice moments, but unfortunately this time it didn't happen. But if the Dark Overlords summon all of us together in the future, I really hope that we get to all stay together again. But yeah, other than that, I after that went to the back to the studio Battleship for Mane-san to take me to the airport. So we had to catch the train to the airport, and I got to catch the train with Mane-san and Zenny. I got to spend a bit of time the last few hours of my trip with Zenny as well. So that was really nice, being able to like properly like talk with Zenny on the trip to the airport, and just waiting for our flights as well. The flights we had, the gates we had were just like right next to each other as well. So yeah, we kind of got to sit down. Unfortunately, we didn't have that much time because Zenny had a little bit of problem trying to check in with like some stuff with you know, it was just a little delayed. Nothing major, everything got sorted out, but we just had to wait around for a little bit until like, you know, they sorted these things out for him, which for that it was like, oh, then we didn't have that much time. We got some food before we had to go to our gates. But yeah, I had to... The food I ordered, it took so long to make. I had to like... Literally, I felt like I was in a competitive eating competition again. I had to eat like everything I ordered in like 5 minutes. Just because, you know, plain food isn't the best, so... the food at the airport's much better. So I did order a few. I didn't even order that much. I just ordered like some, like fried rice, one dish, and some gyoza. But yeah, I had to. Literally, I think my boarding time was something like, I don't know, like 10:20 p.m. and I got my food at like 10:17 p.m. I was like, oh crap, I gotta be at my gate very soon. Let me just try to eat everything. Super fast. Almost burnt my tongue on the gyoza because it was like freshly made, but thankfully I was okay. But yeah, that was kind of like speed eating everything. Then, you know, thankfully I can eat very fast. And then me and Zenny headed to the gate, and you know, we waited a little bit for... Thankfully, you know, it's not like it was a rush or they were boarding straight away. And yeah. Then, you know, I got to talk to Zenny a little bit. We said our goodbyes, gave Zenny a hug, and then I had to go board my plane and fly back to the Down Underworld. Yeah, actually, the last story I have as well is on the plane. I was on, you know, the 3 seats on the side. This time I wasn't in the middle. I was actually on the side this time. I was still in the aisle seat, and then there's a spare space next to me, and then there's the window seat. So thankfully, once again, I had a free space next to me. So it was me, free seat, and then this old Japanese man. It was like this, you know, precious old Japanese man sitting on the window seat. But every time, the thing is, you know, obviously, I could tell he didn't speak any English. But he didn't, when it, like, I could, there was a lot of times where I'm just kind of looking at him trying to do stuff, and he'll be trying to figure out, you know, how to turn on the screen or how to turn off the screen, or like, you know, just various things, like how to lean his chair back and everything. And I would see him trying for a little bit. And then he would make eye contact with me. And then he'd start speaking to me in Japanese. And, you know, I could pick up a little bits, thankfully. I could pick up like the little tiny bits that he wanted to say. And, you know, with the gestures and everything, I could more or less understand. I couldn't really respond back, but at least I could understand, like, you know, when he was pointing at the screen and then he was saying stuff. I can't remember what I was saying, like, iranai or something. But like, it was, I could kind of catch at least the little bits of Japanese I knew when he was speaking. And he was speaking in such a soft voice as well. It was kind of hard to hear, but then I was like, okay. And then I'll turn off the screen for him. But then he would kind of fall asleep, and he would lean forward when he's falling asleep, and his head would turn on the screen again. So I'd turn it off for him again. Or like, when he's, like when the flight attendant comes, and with like the food and drinks and everything, he would be asking for something, but his voice is so soft the flight attendant can't hear him, and so he would tap me on the shoulder and tell me his order. But thankfully that's like super easy, like when he wants beer, it's like biru or like kohi, stuff like that. But then I would ask the like the flight attendants for like his stuff. And like, I felt like the whole flight I was kind of like checking on him to make sure he was okay. Like, stuff like when, after we finish all our food and he sees the flight attendant come in to pick up all of the rubbish, the flight attendant's still like 3 rows down from us. So it's gonna take like 3-4 minutes, not 3, maybe like 1-2 minutes before the flight attendant actually reaches us. But he picks up his tray and is kind of holding it in the air for the flight attendant, but the flight attendant's still like a few rows down before they get to us. And I can see his hand shaking, so like I pick up his tray and I'm just holding it there until the flight attendant gets to us and everything. But yeah, it was kind of cute as like, you know, once again, I have a weakness for cute stuff, but at the same time, I do have a weakness for like, you know, nice old people as well. I kind of like, you know, I also want to protect them as well. So I tried to help him as much as I could on that flight. Even though, you know, obviously he couldn't speak English and I'm not the greatest at Japanese, but I'm glad I knew enough Japanese to kind of get what he was saying most of the time as well. So, yeah. Our grandpa officially. Yeah. I'm saying like, every time it was so cute, because every time he would try to do things on his own for a little bit before he would ask me. So at least he was trying to figure things out. Like when he wanted to make the window see-through, or like, because you know how they have on the windows now, they have like, you can darken the tint or you can make it clear. Stuff like that. Or when he wanted his bag from the overhead compartment. But yeah, instead of, you know, before on the planes, normally they had those window shutters, if you know what I mean, where like, you know, you pull the shutter across the window. Nowadays they have this tint kind of thing. And Ladia, thank you so much for the blue snackies as well. But yeah, I feel like when I see like there's old people like that, yeah, that's also kind of one of my weaknesses. Like, I need to help them. I need to, yeah, that's definitely also. But yeah, I guess that was kind of like the last story I had before I came back to this extreme heat and humidity. But at the same time, even though it's super hot, I'm honestly so glad that I'm back to streaming normally again. As fun as it was in Japan and as nice as the weather was, it always feels nice to be back home, be back with you guys, and, you know, be back streaming. That's a wholesome way to end Japan trip, yeah. So, welcome back to Heat Stroke of Down Under. But yeah, that was pretty much the Japan recap, guys. I hope, you know, I could, now you know at least what I kind of experienced. You guys can, you know, if you hear anyone else's stories, I guess you can join them together to piece together what everyone was doing as well. But it was so much fun, honestly. Just being able to, it's always so good. And I really this is one of the things I'm really thankful to FSP for, is they do try as well to bring us together physically, not just like in collabs online or anything, but I feel like it just makes the world of difference. Being able to meet each other, especially like pre-debut, being able to record our original song all together, being able to spend that time together, I feel like that 100%, like 1000% changed the way we all interacted with each other and how we acted and like our relationship with each other. It definitely wouldn't have been this close if it was just like, oh, we all met online, you know, we went to studios in our own cities and, you know, definitely brought you guys, yeah, it definitely, like, I feel like that's something that I'm very grateful for FSP, like, you know, being able to spend that kind of budget to really help bring us all closer together. Because it definitely does help. It's not just for like the off-collab karaoke. You know, as much as, you know, that's kind of why we went to Beruda for. That it's just the times that we get to spend in each other's companies. I feel like it really does help with just our interactions in general. Yeah. And you know what? We'll never forget those 2 off collabs as well. There's a big difference meeting online compared. Oh, are we back? Okay. Just did another. I'm not sure if it's because it's too hot, but it did another disconnect, reconnect. Okay, we're back. Okay. We are back. Yes, okay. But yeah, we are going to end soon, definitely, guys. It is getting late. But I hope you guys enjoyed the stories. Let me see if anyone is on at the moment. Okay, there should be a few people on, actually. Computer overheating in summer, oh no. Yeah, I definitely need to, I need to get more cooling somehow. Maybe I need a fan specifically for my computer to blow at my computer to keep it cool. Because my computer is actually really good and has a good, like, a lot of fans and everything. But if the room is just too hot, my computer can't really do anything about it. And thank you for the green snackies. But yeah. Because obviously, I feel like sometimes after I stream in summer, my room just feels like a sauna. Especially because one of the worst things I think about my room is the floor is carpeted. It has a carpet floor, which it's both good and bad. It's good because it kills the reverb in the room and the echoes, so like microphone sounds better, but then it traps the heat in so much more. So I don't know, it's it's a blessing and a curse, I guess. Heat insulation, your floor is carpet as well, yeah. It gets hotter, right? Yeah. Did you turn on the AC? I don't have AC. I'm not a very rich Oni, and everything's expensive in the down underworld. I'm trying my best here, but unfortunately, I have just a fan. I've got a little fan that keeps me and my computer cool. That's all we have. Yes. AC one day. One day, guys, I will have my own room with AC. That is not today. I don't have a ceiling fan. I literally only have one of those fans on a stand. So, yeah. No AC, but shirtless. I am once again, guys. Whenever I stream, I am literally just in boxes. You can kind of tell why. I mean, even in winter, I'm only in boxes, but like in summer, definitely. I would not be wearing anything else. Get like 8 mini fans and line them up on your desk facing you. The only thing is, as well, I can't have like turn the fan on too high or anything. Otherwise, the microphone will pick it up and you hear just like wind sounds and everything. So to make sure that obviously the microphone still sounds good and everything, you know, you got to not have the fans full blast. Alright, anyway guys, I think today I'm gonna send you to you know, I'm gonna send you to Zenny today. Just because I feel like I haven't rated him too much. Where is it? Alright. Okay, once again guys, don't forget that we do have our first month anniversary voice and goods. So if you guys are interested in getting acrylic stand, guys, a tiny version of me. This time I'm the tiny one. You can call me Tiny instead. This is your only chance to call me Tiny instead. The roles can be reversed. You guys can be the giant ones and I'll be the tiny one. Tiny Altus, exactly. This is the only time that the roles can be reversed, guys. Alright, but we have the acrylic stand, we have the acrylic logo keychain, we have the acrylic panel, we've got the full good set, and we have the voice pack as well. Once again, the voice pack has a phone call, it has an alarm, and it has a secret message that the secret is a secret. You just have to listen to it to find out. You can tell by the reviews that all of the adzentures love it. By all of the red, they all love the they all love the secret message, guys. Look at the reviews. All of the red, a sea of red, guys. Alright. Anyway, once again, thank you so much for all your support and everything, guys. I will see you tomorrow, actually in a few hours, on Rise's stream, for we're going to be playing Party Animals for our Ravenous 1 month anniversary. Should be in about 8 hours, guys. Just over 8 hours, so look forward to that. That's going to be a lot of fun. Can't wait to collab with all of the Ravenous boys again. But thank you so much for joining me. Once again, a big odds Oni. And until our next adventure, adventurers, roll out. OVOs, guys, OVOs. Kina, thank you so much for the pink super. Thank you for the pink snackies. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Congratulations on monetization 1 month. I appreciate the support. Thank you. I was about to end, but you know, just had to say thank you. I appreciate it. Arigato.